Hey guys, I hate to derail the geekery here, but it looks like Angry MGTOW is actually threatening Memory and Jeff's holidays kids. He's trying to contact Child Protective Services.
Don't they only have
What?
one kid?
Where is he on? Is he on Twitter saying this shit?
This is on Twitter, yeah.
See, I thought they only had the one kid. I thought they just have Kiddo, who's like what, 4?
I didn't. I thought they had two, but yeah.
No,
I
I think they were. I thought they talked. I thought they said on one of their Patreon hangouts that they wants to have another kid, but that
Yeah,
they
they just
currently
like
only
it.
have the one.
Well,
But
regardless, I don't think that's the issue.
This is going on right now. I'm watching Memory on Twitter. She's having a bit of a meltdown.
Does someone want to invite her on to see if she wants to
Send
bring
her
it
a
up?
link.
Yeah, send her a link.
Yeah, go ahead for sure. Yeah, because that's horse shit. You don't. Apparently, he's going. Oh, Jeff smokes weed in front of the kids, so that's child abuse. I should call
in a
Child
weed
Protective-
legal state.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Child Protective Services.
Wait! Don't contact her.
Yeah, leave her alone. Leave her
Okay,
alone.
yeah.
Yeah, I think she's gonna unplug for a little while. At least that's what the last tweet I saw.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
so
saw
it's just-
that, and I was
yeah.
like, you know what? Let's just. When she wants to talk to people about it, I'm sure she'll reach out to people.
But still, seriously, Angry MGTOW can go fuck himself. And I've publicly defended MGTOWs before because I have a lot of respect for men who opt out of marriage and like legal contracts with women while they're currently biased. I respect that. But wait, like honestly, don't threaten somebody's kids because you disagree with them. That's fucking horse shit. Unless you actually think the kids are in danger, which obviously he doesn't. He's just butthurt because Jeff made him look like a retard on his own channel.
Well, yeah, because Jeff told him he loved his content.
Because Jeff has made him look like a fucking moron. On
Not that was hard.
He's making it worse for
No, it's
himself.
not hard at all. Angry MGTOW's a fucking retard.
Yeah, like, he's an
But
idiot.
that's all this to go that far to try and go after his kids.
He's got close to
actually
20,000
fucking-
subscribers.
I mean,
Don't invite Memory on. One of you invite Angry MGTOW on.
I don't have
yeah.
contact with him. I think he blocked me.
Oh, he follows me on Twitter. I can invite him on.
Do it.
Do
Please.
it. No balls.
Okay.
Who just joined?
Oh,
I don't think we've
I
met.
just
I have
invited.
no idea.
I think.
2 plebs.
Who is that? Yeah. I just invited him. He was trying to, and also Sinatra says is here now.
Well, yeah. I mean, but Sinatra
Oh, you're
and I
right.
go way back. I knew Sinatra when you were a lot smaller.
Okay. Oh.
We
That's
met
right.
on Shitlords Anonymous way back when they first started that shit.
Oh crap! He must not be following me anymore. Never mind.
No, I'm just
One of us
some
got
random
one.
douchebag with my own YouTube channel that
That's
Queens and I get along.
That's the cunt stream in a nutshell.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
we're just a bunch of random douchebags with YouTube channels, and some of us have streamed several times before, and we all have new people all the time.
Sounds good. Happy to be
Sometimes-
here then.
Sometimes we get
Jeff
big
is
people.
not pleased. Jeff is not happy.
I
I'm
would
waiting
assume
for the
not.
Jeff Holiday video. You know what? I
He
think this
just-
might be Mr. Wriggles episode 3 because he seems to like to do that.
He just said on Twitter, never do I ever flag videos, but actively pursuing legal real-life consequences because you can't handle online banter. Fuck you. Good for you, Jeff. Fucking
Attaboy,
flag
Jeff.
this video. Do it.
Seems legit.
There's such a thing as legitimate flaggings, just as there's such a thing as legitimate blockings. Don't let people go, oh, my free speech.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
hold on now. It is a realistic problem on YouTube.
Yeah,
that
that's-
people flag shit for no fucking reason.
It is, but
Oh, yeah.
this guy's threatening his child.
Jeff's
Yeah.
child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Is
think
that
Angry
kid
MGTOW likes
trying to dox his kid through his fucking P.O. box?
No, he's trying to call Child Protective Services on him and his wife.
Using the P.O. box.
Oh, that seems legit.
Child Protective Services will find him.
Yes.
I was going to
they
say, like, any government entity like that, they can find you with a P.O. box. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but I don't think that they will look if he's doing something that is legal in his area. Like,
will.
if
It's the same-
I don't know,
smoking-
dude. I don't know,
Smoking
dude.
cigarettes around kids is still not technically considered to be appropriate.
Well, but here's the thing with that. I don't know how you guys do it up in Kazakhstan, but my sister had shadowed a social worker for a while. She was trying to get her like license and shit, but she ended up getting married and she's now raising kids instead. You know, good for her, all that shit. But anyway, she said people who get their kids back, it's not grade A parents exclusively, or even grade B. She's like C- parents get their kids back.
So, as a prime example of how ridiculous this is, I grounded my kid. So he went to school one day and told his principal that I was beating the fuck out of him. Like, no bullshit. And so the principal called CPS. The cops showed up at my house and were like, hey, we're here to take your kid. And I was like, what? Who the fuck are you? What?
Wow.
Did they end up taking your kid, though?
No. I am not quite a sovereign citizen douchebag, but I do in fact know my rights. So I was like, do you have a warrant to take my kid? No, then fuck off.
He was like, okay, if you have a warrant, we'll have that discussion then. But until then, get off my property.
Exactly. And, you know, I'd like to be less of a dickhead about it, but just fact of the matter, you can't be, not when it's CPS.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So, anyway, not to be a massive downer about this, but CPS can be massive douchebags, and it's not always about good or bad parents.
If
Right,
I'm
but the thing is like they're the way my sister described it is they'll overjump on taking your kids away, but getting your kids back is easier than a lot of people even think it should be. Like there are people who literally they stash their meth in the toilet bowl and they can get their kids back.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's be realistic. Like this, I mean, I'm not saying that this guy should not threaten Jeff's kids. That's bad. People should come down on him, obviously. But like, I'm just wanting to feel secure that this is not actually going to happen. An anonymous person claims that he's pretty sure that due to the internet, that in a weed legal state, even though he has not seen Jeff smoke weed on the internet, because Jeff is very careful to not actually do that. I don't even know if Jeff does for sure. He's never told me. You cannot just call up the CPS on somebody that you've never even met and never even seen smoke pot and try to get them to get their kids away. It's in a weed legal state. That doesn't make any sense. That they won't care.
They'll look into
Now,
it
here's
anyway.
the thing,
no,
though.
They'll
the Fed
look
can
into
still
it anyway.
fuck you. Like, I lived in Seattle, down the street from a dispensary that got raided at 4 a.m.
Well, that's
4
not
a.m.
CPS, though.
But the thing about CPS is CPS has a federal branch.
They
do
have a federal branch, but they are generally enforced at the county level.
Typically, but I'm just saying, if he had more pull than he does, like if he were hypothetically related to a senator, as an example, that shit could happen.
Well,
like, I'm not trying to scare anyone, but if he were like a senator's kid, and he's like, "Daddy, I heard about this shit," and his dad decides to throw his weight around, it could happen. I hope that's not what happens, but it could happen.
Wait. Angry MGTOW just tweeted out a few minutes ago. A drug abuser / child abuser is trying to flag my videos for calling him out.
Yeah,
this is
He's still online. I've sent him an invitation.
Yeah, about 6 minutes ago, he tweeted that. So
if the rest of you would like to go and retweet that,
I retweeted it
and comment on the fact that you'd also like him present. I have a few questions I'd like to ask him.
Child Protective
I'm not going to be
Services
nice about it, but I will.
Child
You're not
Protective
gonna get
Services is
angry.
not a joke.
You're
It's not a fucking.
No.
MGTOW on the stream.
No, they're not.
They
No,
don't
no,
leave you
you and
alone.
I
Once,
have
Yes.
discussed this before.
yeah, we have.
Listen. If you want to get angry MGTOW on the stream, you're not going to get him while I'm on it. He won't go down to hang out with me.
Even false allegations will result in them looking. They will check, and they will be in contact with you for almost a fucking year, just from allegations like that.
Yeah.
Which I'm not unhappy about, because children's safety is very fucking important.
Okay,
Pretty
there's
fucking important.
children's safety is important, and there's what Child Protective Services will do. I will absolutely happily share my own ridiculous story of this if you'd like.
If they are looking into it, like, yeah, I think I don't know how it works in the States. Like, I don't know how Canada works for anyways, because I'm not a parent, but Child Protective Services exists for a legitimately good reason, and I don't have any complaints with them checking in on false allegations. But if they're proven false, leave the fucking parents alone.
So here in the States, that's not how it works. And as a prime example, by that, I mean, I'm going to tell this story now because that says that I should. So I have an ex that I share a child with that decided she didn't want me to have custody of the kid anymore, and she didn't want me being involved in the kid's life. So she called Child Protective Services, and she told them that I strung a 9-year-old up from a ceiling fan. A ceiling fan that you could find in your house. Now, for anybody who has actually installed a ceiling fan, you're aware that if you put 2 pounds too much pressure on them, they fall out of the fucking ceiling. That didn't matter. Child Protective Services showed up at my house, and I'm not even kidding, told me, well, you don't have a ceiling fan. And if that wasn't the case, this would have been harder to close the case on. And I was like,
fast.
Define. Oh, it wasn't done there.
We are.
Wasn't done there.
Hello, the Angry MGTOW. How's it going?
Oh, shit.
Hello.
Shut up just for this man.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't hear you there. How you doing there?
Good. Thank you.
Excellent. We have some questions.
Go for it.
What's going on with you, Jeff, and Memory?
Memory? Who are you referring to?
Memory is Jeff Holliday's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, so basically, here's the thing. I brought up the point that he's implied that he does smoke marijuana. I'm sure you guys have heard him talk about that, right?
No, actually, I haven't.
Well,
I've heard him actually say that he doesn't.
Let's, for the sake of argument, say that he does. Where are you going with this?
Point is that, people who do drugs around their kids, even if it's marijuana can have an impact on a person's cognitive skills, especially at an early developmental age. If he's smoking drugs around his kids, that could definitely hurt their brain development. And
I'm hearing a lot of if, but not a lot of anything else.
Let the man make his argument. Good, bad, or otherwise.
Again, I said very clearly it's allegedly. And he has not actually said that, no, I don't do drugs around my kid. I don't pot around.
I've heard him say that he doesn't
that
smoke
it's
pot at all.
allegedly, but are you or are you not trying?
Hey.
One at a time.
Thank you.
Can I just point out that he did tweet out that he does not smoke marijuana around his kids?
Okay, let's say he does for the sake of Angry MGTOW's argument. I want to hear the worst case scenario out of him.
I'm just saying that he says that he's never said that he doesn't, and I'm just pointing out that he actually did say that he does not.
Okay, yeah, I've heard him say specifically in videos that he does not. Just
right.
Yeah.
Let's
he does
say
not smoke pot, or he does not smoke pot around his son.
No, that he doesn't smoke pot. I've heard him say that.
Let's say he said he hasn't in a long time.
Oh yeah, he's
in a hangout where I've talked to him. He said that lifestyle's behind him.
Guys, we can argue him down on every single point, or we can hear his sum total argument, and that's basically what this is going to come down to. Is I would like to hear from A to Z why it is that Angry MGTOW thinks he's doing what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yes.
Sure. Yeah. So please continue, Angry MGTOW.
I mean, basically, it's just I know it sounds like a lot of he said, she said, but again, he said different things in the past, and I don't trust the guy. I don't believe in his credibility. Wrath, I have the same microphone. We're on the same microphone right now, and
that kind of sucks for you. It's not a great mic.
Yeah, the CAD. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I got mine as a gift from a friend who tried to do radio. So anyway, continue.
So anyway, again, it's he said, she said. I don't have, obviously, if I had exact proof, I would never have said allegedly. And it's kind of like saying that you shouldn't question if someone is putting their child at risk is like saying, well, there's a possibility that little Susan has been raped by her uncle because, some things that we've been hearing. But hey, that's a very serious allegation, so we should not investigate it at all. I mean, the very notion of saying that we shouldn't involve Child Protective Services just to make sure that the kid is okay and that the things that we've heard are not unfounded, it's not wrong. I mean, again, if they
have you tried to involve?
Whoa, hold on, let him go.
Fuck you.
What?
Answer the question.
You can hit me with that if you want, and the fuck you. The question is whether or not his argument from A to Z holds water. And we can nitpick any given point, and we can say, hey, bitch, you're fucking wrong for this. Or we can say, we can sit, we can listen to his points, and we can say, hey, this was a good idea, or this was a bad idea.
Yes, but
for
as
these
he's
reasons.
making his points, I'd like to ask further questions.
Okay, well, and I completely understand that, but if we're going to interrupt him, and let's be honest with ourselves, we have here every 2 to 3 minutes that, 30, 40 seconds, honestly. If we're going to do that, he's never actually going to get through the points. So we're going to spend a whole stream arguing with him about individual points.
Yeah. How about Angry MGTOW? You say the whole rationale for why this concerns you, and then you tell us exactly what you have done at this point so that we're clear.
Exactly.
Okay. My rationale is simply that, again, if it's allegedly, it does not hurt to have CPS involved to look into those allegations and to see if the child is okay. That's simply it. And to say that I'm threatening him, harassing him by saying that that someone should reach out to the child's school so they can get in touch with CPS and potentially have the investigation done. That's not a threat. That's essentially trying to have the welfare of a child checked on by the state. You guys may not like what I'm suggesting. You guys might say that it's creating problems in his life because CPS is something not to be messed around with. But again, that's what their job is. And if he's not doing anything wrong, then he would have absolutely nothing to fear.
Well, here's the thing with that Angry MGTOW.
Wait, Raph.
No. Please allow me. Because we're in the same country, so our laws are similar. So if I said, hey, if I hypothetically had your personal information, which I don't, and I said, hey,
I do.
I think that this person might be selling heroin out of his house. It's not a threat if I suspect that you're selling heroin to call your local police department and them to drop a DEA bomb on your ass. By your logic, that's not a threat. Because if you're not distributing heroin from your house, then you have nothing to fear. Yet lives are ruined over people getting swatted. So do you see why your logic seems flawed to me?
No, and see, it's worse than that, because with the whole swatting thing, they're not gonna send a fucking SWAT team over an anonymous tip of somebody dealing heroin. They will send CPS, who, even if they find nothing, will still be involved with your family for probably around a year or so, because they have to keep doing their checkups until they're entirely sure. It's basically the equivalent of calling the police, like Rath said, with a tip with absolutely no evidence behind it.
Yeah.
What you're doing is calling up the police, essentially, on somebody, and telling these police, who are CPS, not police. Again, I'll keep reiterating that so we don't get confused. But you're calling up the authorities and saying, this person might have done this, please harass them for a year.
Can I suggest it's worse than that?
It is worse than that, because the consequences aren't just jail time, it's losing your fucking child.
Yeah, and can I just say something really quickly? I don't know if you've called the cops or CPS or whatever. I don't know what you have done or what you might potentially do. But what you've already done, let me tell you what you've already done. I've talked to Memory. I've actually met Memory. She seems like one tough chick. I know that she's a tough chick. She, used to have to defend herself. Still, Still, she is very upset about this. You don't know if she is at their house crying in front of that child right now and wondering if Jeff should quit the internet because of this kind of shit. Maybe she's getting fed up and she's crying in front of her child, because I know she's very upset about this. So no matter what you've done, you've already upset her very much. Is this kid gonna fear that his dad's gonna lose his employment because of what you are saying, because of this? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is, you've already put them in distress over this worry. So this kid is going to be suffering from what you have already said.
Yet again, you guys can sit here and you can say that I'm potentially wrong. We do know that he's used marijuana.
Angry, can I come to your defense?
Nobody here is saying you're potentially wrong.
Angry, can I come to your defense for a minute?
Go ahead.
This is as true as that likely is, as almost guaranteed as it is that memory is at minimum hugging the dog, hugging Jeff, crying, thinking, oh my God, what do we do? That is the agreement that we make when we become public figures. It's not a nice agreement, but the agreement we make is that people can come fuck with us because we're public figures. Now, that's not to suggest that people should. It's just that we have said we're public figures.
That people can make false reports against us.
And that's
we don't agree to breaches of the law.
Well, no.
Yeah,
I didn't say we agreed to breaches of the law, but we did agree to put ourselves in the public and be in the line of fire of whether or not you think Angry MGTOW is right, wrong, or otherwise. He's doing hypothetically what he thinks is right. Let's not even debate whether or not that's the case, and he's just being a cynical dick who wants to fucking fuck Jeff, because that is the other option. But we did say, hey, we are now public figures, so you people who hate us are going to come at us with everything you have. Whether they're right or wrong, that's a guaranteed outcome.
Well, yes, of course. But what you're saying, we'll take it to the extreme.
Yeah.
There are public figures who end up assassinated because of it.
Yeah. MGTOW, can I ask you a question?
Public figures, did they open themselves up to crimes against them?
To some degree or another, whether we all like it or not. Yes.
Can I ask MGTOW a question, guys?
People don't, give me just a second. People don't assassinate nobodies. You know what I mean?
Well, of course not. They did.
People assassinate nobodies, but they're just murders. They're not assassinations.
They open themselves up to it being okay.
So can I ask a question?
Yeah, failure. Get it, girl.
All right. So MGTOW, what did Jeff do that was so terrible? Because it doesn't seem like you care about the kid. You're just doing this to get at Jeff. What did he do that was so terrible to you?
Okay, I mean, again, you're suggesting that he did something that was so terrible, but you know, when I looked into when I began learning about Jeff and who he was and the things that he's done, you usually say that I'm doing this to get back at him, but in reality, if I suspect that he is potentially doing something that is harming the welfare of his child.
No, Jeff. MGTOW, you're not doing it to save a child, because if that's the arrangement, what other children are you going out there to save? You're basically doing this because someone disagreed with you, maybe said some harsh words, and you're figuring, okay, how can I get? Wait, before anybody talks, you're looking into his past. You're like, what did this guy do wrong where I could pin him on something? And you're trying to figure out some way to hurt that person. You're not looking. Like,
that's your conclusion. You can't tell me my reasons for doing it. You can theorize my reasons for doing it. You can say you believe this is what it is. You can say that you definitively believe that, but you cannot outright prove my reasons for doing it.
Okay. Angry.
Well, no, so why don't
your reasons?
Then we'll base it
that's
off
why I
of
asked you, what was your reasons for sparking this?
You know, it's something that I've thought about, and you know, looking at the situation today, I ultimately came to the conclusion that with someone like this, who is also doing these things on the internet, and then potentially putting, his child in danger, and he's doing drugs around him, allegedly.
Did you know that he had a child from your interaction with him, or did you dig into his history to find it?
Well, I mean, it's pretty known that he has a kid. He has a picture of the kid on his Patreon.
So you dug into his Patreon to find out information about him?
I've followed Jeff for almost a year, and I've never been on his Patreon because I know I can't put money at it.
I'm just saying you're
It's
digging
like just being honest
to burn this guy that you've, just because he jumped on a hangout to white knight, as you said, for this person. You're like, okay, this motherfucker pissed me off. Let me find information on him.
Again, you can come to that conclusion if you want to.
Well, how did you land on his Patreon? Were you looking to maybe toss him a buck? Is that what you're doing?
Again, I've looked at his Patreon in the past, and I've noticed this, and I've been looking.
Why were you on his
Patreon?
You have
I'm just
answered the
asking
question.
why were you on his Patreon? Were you gonna toss him a buck or?
Let him go. He's not gonna necessarily answer the question to your satisfaction, but use whatever his answer is to ask subsequent questions. Don't just fucking hammer him mid-answer.
Super quick, super duper quick.
I was on his Patreon because I like to look at the patrons of other people who are making money on YouTube so I can learn from them.
And you also like to find out their addresses and then try to, get their fucking kids taken away from them, right?
Hey, now you're just attacking.
No, it's because I saw DMs, and that's my conclusion is.
Oh, do you have DMs?
Yeah, there was posted.
I was gonna say, whip that shit out, Pod.
Exactly. I mean, I'm happy to see evidence that somebody's being a fucking cock, but can I just ask the
Hi gang, how's it going, everybody?
Hey,
how you doing?
Jeff, I was about to watch your video.
Hi, Angry
MGTOW.
MGTOW. How are you doing, Angry MGTOW? You feeling good today, buddy? Huh? You feeling real good today, buddy? I gotta tell you, pal. I'm in a great mood. I'm in a great mood. And you know why I'm in a great mood? Because usually when I have to deal with somebody who's an intolerable, ridiculous, obnoxious little smarmy crybaby prick like you, all they do is cry and they whine and oh, you're such a meanie head, Jeff Holiday. Oh, you're such a prick. I hate you. But usually they don't actually do something that I can do something actionable on. But did you know, where you live in California, it's actually a felony to try and compel people to file a false police report. Did you know that? Buddy, did you know that? Pal?
Yeah.
Now, I don't have your name yet. I don't have your name. But I'm going to find it. And you know how I'm going to find it? I'm going to find it through fucking YouTube because you just, and I have it completely saved, you put it in public like the Titanic frothing fucking retard you are. You put it on public that you are actively trying to commit a felony. So I'm going to get your name from either YouTube or Patreon. I'm gonna butt fuck.
We aren't entirely sure that he's done it yet, though. But wait, we were trying to get out of his point.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether he filed a police report or not. He publicly encouraged people to try and call Child Protective Services on me. Okay. That's a felony. He already committed.
So Angry MGTOW, I'm really sorry. I'm sad that I won't be able to respond to you, but it sounds like you're heading in a bad direction, my dude.
Yeah, bro. You just butt-fucked yourself.
Jeff. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Oh, yes,
Jeff,
he did.
Filing a false police report in California is a felony. Filing a report with Child Protective Services, regardless of circumstance, is not a felony in California.
It is if you try to go through the police.
No, it isn't. And I know that because I have literally been to court in California over this subject.
All right. So maybe I won't necessarily get him maybe I won't necessarily get him sent to the county where he can get butt fucked by Bubba, and that's fine. I actually don't want anybody to go to jail. I will, however, be butt fucking your channel into oblivion. I will fucking ruin you.
Now that
is just gonna happen. You angsty little fucking child. You sensitive little fucking snowflake. What, because I said some mean words to you on the internet? You know who has never actively done this level of Titanic fucking stupidity, Angry MGTOW? You know who's never done that?
Steve Shives.
Feminists. Never. It's never happened to me. Never. Your moral high ground, you just squatted and took a giant steaming shit all over it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? How are you such a mental midget that this actually sounded like a good fucking idea? Really? Really? I mean, what did you? Let me ask you a question. I want to know. I want to know from Angry MGTOW, what exactly did you think was going to happen?
You know, it's funny because anything I say right now, he's just going to jump in and use ad hominems to attack me. So
You don't even know what an ad hominem is, you fucking retard. Hey, I'm asking you a question. Answer the fucking question. Answer the question. Answer the question. What did you think was going to happen? You think I was going to go away?
Calm your tits.
I want to know. What did you think was going to happen?
I get it. He's fucking with you and he's a dick. And that's not a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing.
If you want to hear his answer, though, you do have to let him answer.
Then he needs to answer not ad hominems. Fuck off, ad hominems. Answer the fucking question, you fucking weasel.
You guys can see there's no way for me to make any rational reasoning here. He's just going to keep attacking. I came in here.
Answer the question.
Answered your questions.
Answer the question.
All right,
Jeff, shut the fuck up.
Right?
Angry. Don't worry about whether or not Jeff will ad hominem you. Give a real answer. Okay.
So Angry, let me rephrase just in case you were intimidated by what Jeff was saying, because Jeff did come in here pretty fiery, and I don't blame him. I would be worse in the same situation. So, but just saying, what did you intend to accomplish when you threatened Jeff's family?
Whoa. Can we phrase that as something not quite so aggressive?
Okay, let me rephrase it to be okay. Fine, sorry, I'll rephrase it. Just chill, dude. Chill. Like you need a beer more than I do, and that's impressive.
I'm drinking hard.
You need to chill. You just need to chill. But okay, so fine.
I'll phrase it differently. What did you intend to accomplish when you attempted to do what you think might be best for the child by getting the child to be taken away from his parents and put into the foster society?
Too nice. That's too far the other direction. What did you intend to accomplish by compelling people to file a report? That is literally the line. What it is.
That's fair.
What did you intend to? What was your goal?
What was your goal in trying to get other people to file a false report against him? It's very simple. Can we get an answer?
Didn't really think that went through.
I'm actually interested. I would really like to hear the reasoning behind that.
Me too.
Because when you're threatening somebody's children, like, I get being mad and not liking him as a person. Go ahead, but you've gone after someone's kid. Why?
Well, beyond the fact that what he did was wrong.
Yeah, why would you bring his son into it?
Go ahead. Here, Angry MGTOW. Click on my video.
Oh, he fucking left.
Of course he did.
He's already seen my. He's already.
Of course he did.
Oh, he left
because he had nothing to work with.
As soon as he saw your son,
he had no real answer to that question. That's why he didn't answer it.
All right.
Just woke up.
Okay, hold on for a second. How are you doing there, Jeff? How you holding?
Yeah, is his memory all right?
I'm fine. Memory is mad.
Well, that's her baby. So,
hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Everywhere in the U.S., CPS requires a warrant, and I feel like you need to know that right now.
No, dude. The thing. Here's the thing. You have to understand. Here's the thing. I'm not worried about some frothing retard and his pack of miscreant dumb shits trying to file false police reports or CPS reports. I'm not worried about that. I literally have zero criminal record. No criminal record. I've got fucking good credit, for fuck's sake. I may look funny, but like I'm a model goddamn citizen. There are no drugs in my house. I don't even have weed in the fucking house. I fucking lease a car, for fuck's sake. Like, if CPS ever came around, they're like, well, we think maybe you might be a danger to their kid. They'd come in here and within 5 minutes they'd be like, actually, your kid has it really well. Like, he can't fucking hurt me through my kid. It's that he wants to.
Well, what he wants
That's the problem.
Is he just wants to hurt you in some way, and he realizes that you have skin in the game, and that's the easiest thing to go for. Angry MGTOW is mentally retarded. I'm positive.
I mean, I hate to say it was autism, but it was autism.
What's up, Miss Anam?
if I may, just for those people that are gonna go, he's never said that I don't smoke weed around my kids. Can you just tell everybody that you don't smoke weed around your kid?
I don't smoke weed at all.
Well, there you go. I mean,
smoked weed.
That's what I was telling him. I've heard you say that you don't.
I've smoked weed once in like 5 years.
There's gonna be people going, but he's never exclusively necessarily said those words before.
Those people are fucking retards.
Well, guess what? It's here now. It's here now.
Well, I was gonna say,
I'm gonna go snuggle up with my kid and my wife here in just a sec. But real quick, I'm gonna share these with you guys real quick. These are the because somebody was asking earlier right before I got in. This is him talking to Edindro. Even if you're a bad pooch from time to time, you're usually not terrible, but Jeff is something of American along with Monkey, Ranting Monkey, who also on my stream, need to be taken down a notch and time for words are over. Gonna set up private MGTOW chats off YouTube, and then urge my followers to flag their videos, hack their social media accounts, and dox them. And then the next one, this is juicy, huh? The next one here, real quick. So Jeff has a kid. Nope, I'm gonna go after Jeff with a wrath. Maybe his kid's school need to know about what he's doing. He has a son, and then he sent
this to Ed.
Yeah, he said this to Ndindro. Yeah, and he has my post office box for fan mail as doxing me.
Jeff.
That's fucking awful.
That's
awful.
Like, if anybody wants to send me fan mail, you have the address now. So hey,
this is all to fucking hurt you because like the thing is, I asked him. So you had this interaction with Jeff. What made you go after his kid? Because you were just looking at Jeff. It's like, oh no, because I saw his kid on his Patreon. Then what were you doing on his Patreon? You're trying to dig some dirt.
And that's what I was saying about the DMs because Jeff had posted them earlier, and I was like, yeah, Jeff has like evidence that this is what he was doing.
Oh yeah, actively trying to. Anyway, I'm gonna go hug my family, and I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my day.
Send the family my love, man.
Thanks for coming, Jeff.
You guys take care. Love you guys.
Bye. Definitely, man.
Jeff.
Please. Never mind.
And that was our one chance at being famous again. It's gone.
Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't really say anything. I just kind of messaged him and was like, "Hey, sack this piece of shit."
Sorry about like hijacking everything all at
No,
that
you're
moment,
fine.
But...
You're fine. But yeah. So I don't know if Jeff saw it in the side chat, but I asked him if this is going to be Mr. Wiggles episode 3.
Well, ask him again afterwards, or maybe tomorrow.
Say after the dust settles, like sometime tomorrow afternoon, I'll tweet at him and be like, Jeff, Mr. Wiggles episode 3.
No, okay. I honestly think, knowing Jeff, the fact that he was able to get on the stream in the same day with Angry MGTOW and give him a piece of his mind, Jeff is going to be proud of tonight, and he's going to want to tell people about it. So I think this might be a cunt stream that goes down in history. I'm just guessing.
That's round of fucking applause for Jeff. Seriously.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That is morbid. Don't fucking go after people's kids if you don't like them. That's like, it's fucking low, man.
Yeah, and don't think they're not going to come for you on a fucking live stream later.
Exactly.
I'm
pretty sure
worst
Jeff
thing
has
is
more
for
friends than
MGTOW, it's not just going to be this stream. It's going to be videos from Jeff, videos from Memory, videos from Bearing.
I might just make I don't usually include myself in
the whirlwind. I don't think he can understand the hell he's going to be going through.
No. Don't do any of that. Just listen. Don't do any of that.
None of us are.
He's shitting his bed already. Let him continue to shit the bed. He is his own worst enemy at this point. Fuck it.
Oh yeah.
If I was
you want to cover it like, welcome to the news. If you want to cover it like that, do it. But don't be out there like, fuck MGTOW, fuck this, because I want to do. No, I'm kidding.
It's not just like, I want to be the only guy saying fuck Angry MGTOW, damn it.
If I was Jeff, I would look into defamation. Because
did you see the video I did with Big Dicko?
Yes.
Probably.
That's the whole reason I thought Angry MGTOW wouldn't come on, because he saw that and he was like, dude, why did you make that? And I'm like, I don't know.
Well, you did like a Angry MGTOW video or something?
With Big Dicko too.
So Angry MGTOW's in the chat talking shit now.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
He's
dude.
in the chat.
I'm gonna go look.
He's like, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win.
Oh,
I was like,
Angry. Okay,
Wait.
listen, hang on. Angry.
But I
Explain to
never
me.
even ignored you.
Hang
I
on.
actually
Calm
tried
down.
to talk to you like I was.
Explain to me why.
Wait, hold on. What is the play pod?
Explain to me, Angry, when as soon as I told you that I had DMs, you just fucking just like stopped talking to everybody. You just completely stopped, and then whenever Jeff showed them, you just fucking laughed. It's
Yeah,
great.
you're saying
Fucking
first they ignore you, but we were all asking you a question, and we weren't hearing shit from you.
The first time I ever I never watched a single goddamn one of your videos. Not because I was ignoring you, just because like I am a gay guy, so MGTOW shit doesn't interest me. And then you ended up on my fucking stream. Somebody asked, Ed Indro asked if you could come onto my stream, and I said, fine, that's fine with me. And I talked to you. I was completely nice to you. I did not ignore your ass. I gave you a chance before I even knew how fucking crazy and idiotic you are. So fucking of course.
How about this? Maybe we should talk to other MGTOWs to see what their stance on
someone message Optimus.
I'd just like to say we still have one more space if Angry MGTOW wants to come back in.
I'll talk to Paul. I'll talk to Paul Elam if you guys want.
There are
Random Cam's on Skype right now.
There are MGTOWs I have a lot of respect for. And you are single-handedly making me regret giving them that respect. Because opting out of the legislation part of relationships, I don't blame men for at all. It is so skewed in women's favor. It is not worth it.
That's not it, though. That's not what Angry MGTOW's about.
No, I know
All
that's
he's
not what
about
he's
is
about. That's what
hating
I'm
women.
talking about. That's what I'm talking
He's a
about.
fat neckbeard in a basement who's never gotten laid, and he's about hating women and hurting other people. That's all he does.
He reminds me of the perpetual nice guy that's like, I was nice to you, therefore you owe me your fucking vagina.
It's like a Chucky doll. Can I get to know you?
Like I hate that because I made a video defending MGTOWs because I do respect MGTOWs that simply opt out of legislation with women until it is less bias. I have no problems with men that do that, but you don't have to throw every single woman under the bus in order to do that. We're not all that fucking retarded.
Oh, so Angry MGTOW says he came into an echo chamber answering questions politely against 9 people.
I didn't even say a
I'm
word.
pretty sure we had one guy vehemently arguing for you to be able to speak your bit.
We all waited for you to fucking answer. We all fucking waited for the answer.
What you did is disagreeable.
Yeah.
Look, I went out of my way to try and give that guy a fucking chance, and I think he's a piece of fucking shit. So if I can attempt to stand up and give him a chance to fucking speak his mind, then he's fucking a lying piece of crap.
Yeah,
no, and he backed out when even Jeff, pissed off as he rightly should be, asked him a valid question, and multiple of us reiterated that question for him.
Yes.
No, there was no way.
There was an echoing silence in his lack of answer.
No way he didn't understand. He backed out because he had no answer. Or no good answer.
Here's what I want to say to you, Angry MGTOW. If you're still fucking watching this, I think what's really, really going on here, I think that if it had been something where you had a public tantrum and you made a video saying blah, 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 Jeff's kids, blah, 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 that would be one thing. That would be one thing. And that would be pretty bad. That would probably be pretty fucking bad. But you tried to be conniving and send Edindro fucking messages. And Edindro's our friend. So you try to like be a little like sneaky pants about it.
It's like when Tim Blake was messaging Bearing Cab, like, oh yeah, it was Chrissy who doxed him. Like, you don't think you're gonna say that?
Yeah, and like Edindro was like probably like, oh my god, oh keep typing, asshole, keep typing. Like you like, I mean, and that's where it gets just like pathetic. Like that's just like, you don't fucking. Like, I don't know if Jeff and Ed are friends. Like, I don't know if they've ever spoken, but like, he's our friend. And so you don't like try to like get at someone through their friend circle. Like, that's just like, fuck you, dude.
Definitely.
Roasted.
Nah, you're a piece of shit, dude. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, for real. You're a fucking ass.
I just said in the chat. He goes, "We should respect Child Protective Services, and we fucking should by not bogging them down with."
We should say, I'm pretty sure reporting a false crime in most states is classified as obstruction of justice, which varies from a Class B misdemeanor, which fucked my life up when I got a Class B misdemeanor, to a Class 2 felony, which can fuck your life up permanently.
If Jeff
weigh your
can,
cards carefully, sir.
If Jeff can, I hope he fucking sues the ever-loving shit out of you.
Defamation is no joke. Like that shit can ruin lives quite easily.
Let me tell you something, fucking angry MGTOW. Let me tell you something.
Because of this,
you don't ever go after a fucking dude's family ever. I hope he fucking nails you, and I hope you fucking lose your YouTube channel.
Guys, if he lives in California, he's golden. And I hate to fucking say that because it's really fucked up. But you could report whatever you want to Child Support Services in California, and it's protected reporting.
But the thing is he publicly, and can be proven that he publicly coerced people to make false reports.
The things he's doing online are serious. What fucking things is he doing online that actually threatens his child?
Making fun of him. That's it.
Oh no, I made fun of a neck beard.
Wait. Is he gonna say that Jeff should be reported as a cyberbully, so his kid should be taken?
That kid's gonna grow up traumatized because he made fun of you.
Online are serious. He said mean things.
Hold on. So let's all of us be honest with ourselves for a minute.
Do
any of you actually have proof that he knows this is false?
Does it matter?
He has nothing to believe that it's true.
Yeah, he has nothing. He has no evidence.
He has no evidence to suggest that.
With the lack of evidence, you must assume innocence.
I reject his claim the same reason. I reject his claim the same way I reject religious people's claim. Give me fucking evidence, and I'll give you clout.
And that's fine. I totally agree with you that this is all bullshit. But unless you have evidence that it's false and that he knows it's false, you run into a legal problem.
But you're asking us to prove a negative.
Yeah,
you're literally asking us to prove a negative.
He makes the claim, he has to provide the evidence. I don't have to disprove him.
That's the thing, though. Jeff is a public figure. He no longer has the protections of a private person in that sense. He really doesn't. Look at public figure. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a dick about this. I totally agree that Angry MGTOW is a fuck and that he's wrong.
All right, this guy's MGTOW confirmed. Kick him out.
Well, actually, I have a question here. Have YouTube's content creators, been seen as celebrities? I know that the public seems to think so. Are they recognized as celebrities?
Let's see.
The ones that I've heard of compared to celebrities are in the 100,000 or million category, not the 50 or 60, wherever Jeff's at now.
Yeah.
Legally gray.
Yeah, we gotta let. He just said let's CPS decide. So.
Well, here's the problem with letting CPS decide. When they get a report, then they're going to operate in the extreme, erring in defense, protecting the child.
Exactly.
Like when they go in, they're going to err extreme in protecting the child. Now, when they come to review to let you have your kid back after they've taken your child and potentially traumatized the child, especially considering how young this kid is, you have to consider how young and impressionable this child is. He's right at that age where he's going to be able to remember shit the rest of his life that happens, the big things at where he is in life. Yeah. So,
Child Protective Services tried to take my brother from my dad, my half brother from my dad when he was 6. Due to false claims made by the biological mother. False claims that were proven false. They were proven false later, though. But that's the point. They were proven false later.
Yeah. I think the worst part
about it was too fucking late.
You know what the other bad part about this is? He's sending CPS somewhere else that they don't really need to be when someone else could be getting fucking help for something that's actually serious, like drug trafficking or human trafficking or something like that.
And even if they did fucking show up, which I don't think that they're gonna do, even if they did show up, then it's just gonna fucking stress out the family, including the kid, and the kid is going to be upset, and everybody's going to be upset, and then they're going to realize, hey, they're a good family. But it was like the only fucking shitty thing that happened is that you made a fucking big dramatic mess. Like, that's the only fucking shitty thing that's going to come out of this. It's only going to, and ultimately that dramatic mess is ultimately going to, if anything, just be really, really bad karma for you.
Wait. Feminazi Slayer in the chat says, we will be showing CPS this live stream.
That's fine.
Which has no...
By every means necessary. Please let them...
come at me. Please show them life with this cunt stream.
Please show them fucking military members.
Oh
yes,
god,
this kid's gonna
Feminazi
be
Slayer, you're the one that was on Bane's fucking channel being a dickhead. Retard.
Like, dude, you can fucking show you can show goddamn the CIA this fucking time live stream. I don't give a fuck. I've met Jeff and Memory. They're super, super nice. I met them on New Year's Eve. They made it back home. They had the kid with a sitter. I am very confident that they're fucking good parents, and nothing I say is going to I'm some gay guy that lives in another city, but I have met them and they're nice. Nothing I can say is going to make them sound like bad parents.
You know what?
Now it will maybe discredit you as a intel to the fucking CPS, the fact that you're in this chat trying to get under our skin.
The fact that you have this many people defending Jeff and Memory says more about them than it does about your little fucking asshole you're white knighting for. Good job.
I'm sure we could probably reach some lawyers in the community too.
All right.
I'm reading CPS says, wait, let me read this. Approximately 29 states carry penalties.
Say one thing, then we're gonna let Feminazi Slayer from the chat.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump out here in just a second. One, Feminazi, please show them the fucking tape of a U.S. military member defending somebody who he knows is a really good guy. Two, I just wanted everybody to know that Cherokee out of the hospital. So yeah.
Oh, good.
Just say military active duty member and veteran.
If you think that a military member defending Jeff or a veteran defending Jeff makes a difference, in which case I say Jeff is an amazing person, has done absolutely nothing wrong. Former active duty Marine, former Army Reserve. Jeff is an amazing person, and fuck Angry MGTOW. I don't think that's going to help, but if it does, then I'm throwing it down.
Then we got.
I was going to say veteran of 4 years, United States Naval Service.
There you go. All right, guys, I'm going to jump out real quick, man.
Okay. Now that we're done waving our veteran dicks around.
It does say that.
That's right. I'm just saying, veterans know who amazing people are. Jeff's amazing. Fuck off, CPS.
It's in the chat. You can join us. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
So yeah, on the CPS website, it says that it is illegal to false report with intention to. Let me see.
So it is illegal to false report.
Yeah, it is in California.
So it's not looking good for you, kiddo. It's not looking good for you, Angry MGTOW.
Guys, the problem with that is that look at even the verbiage they give you. You have to prove a negative.
Okay, yeah.
Well, the negative is the fact that you have DMs of him doing this to hurt a person, not to protect a child.
That's the proof that he knows he has no evidence or real reason to suspect it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is for him to get fucked over, Jeff will probably have to get investigated by CPS before he'll get fucked over.
Yes.
I don't know if Angry MGTOW is still in the chat. Is he still in the chat? Is he still here?
I haven't seen him in a while, but his white knight's there for sure.
Okay, well, yeah, you can tell your boy something.
Player, I thought they wanted to join.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing them pop up.
Yeah. Okay. So
I posted the link. Here it is again.
You say how dangerous someone with no legal record is. Like feminazi. Here's the thing: if I had children, and you threaten me, that might carry some water because me and the boys in blue haven't had the best relationship. But Jeff's squeaky clean. Like, the fuck you gonna have on him? They're gonna show up to a person whose name's never been in the system before, and they're just gonna be like, huh, well, I mean, this is just a routine check. They'll walk around the house, see if any sharp shit's lying where the kid can get to it and be like,
actually,
we got we got bad info.
What if his anti-feminist views make him persona non grata with the police?
I doubt it.
Answer that.
I know a lot of cops. Most of them don't even feminism doesn't even register in their brain unless they live in a city where there's been the protests and Antifa.
Wrath, can I answer your
I
point
hate
there?
Antifa. I love having watched them get the shit beat out of them today.
You say 2 whatever. Fire away, dude.
So I have 2 honorable discharges, 0 felonies, 0 misdemeanors, and 2 traffic tickets. It took me almost 2 years to get Child Protective Services out of my life for a false report that even the cops told me straight up was physically impossible when I talked to them.
Now, the false report, was it from someone who knew you in real life, though?
Yeah, it was from the kid's mom.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is, the kid's mom making a false report, even if it's physically impossible, is going to carry a lot more water than someone who has no physical contact. Well, someone's getting arrested tonight.
Everybody's seeing what failure is showing everybody.
But those false reports, that's a men's rights issue.
Hold on. Failure, what you got?
What a fucking man, baby! He posted the Hangout link.
And nobody came.
Who?
We're
There
wide
we
open.
go.
Anybody who wants to. Yeah.
So,
let them come
oh
in.
god,
Let them come in.
all his. Okay, wait. So I want to say to his little buddy in the fucking chat, okay, whatever all y'all are doing, you've already, there's nothing that I could say to fucking Jeff or Memory that would get them to not do whatever they're going to do socially on the internet. But if you guys fucking keep bringing it and you keep this shit up, you keep this fucking shit up, I'm gonna, and everybody in this chat can verify, probably not maybe everybody, but I'm gonna do to you guys what I've fucking been doing to Cat Black for the past 6 months, okay? I am not gonna get over this. And I'm not gonna say what that is, but yeah, I don't forget things if somebody really pisses me off. So you guys, best option, walk away from this. Jeff and Memory are gonna do what they're gonna do to you, and you ignore it. Ignore it, pretend like it didn't happen. That's the best thing for you. Okay.
Why did I just see that Angry MGTOW jumped in here with the Jeff Holiday from my phone bleeping because I didn't leave the Hangout all the way?
Oh man.
What did I just miss happen?
Oh, you missed Angry MGTOW get a 5th asshole ripped open by Jeff.
Pretty much, yeah.
He got fisted by Jeff Holiday up the ass.
Well, first of all, have you heard about what you see on Twitter? What's been going on with the?
Yeah.
Okay, so in response to the Angry MGTOW thing, we actually invited him on to explain what he was doing, and then sometime after that, Jeff Holiday came in there, and of course things got heated as they tend to. That's essentially what happened, and of course he left, both of them.
When did they leave?
Not too long ago. So it's pretty heated, and now Angry MGTOW is trying to sabotage the stream.
How is he trying to sabotage the stream?
Hey,
that's what another
the stream better than a Tenga egg.
Well,
Tenga eggs.
Real quick, when I saw that there was only one spot left, I figured if you just had them leave, and I saw the people still being able to be in it through the Google app, that you should keep this stream full or it's going to get bombarded. Look at how many people are watching right now.
It's not going to get bombarded.
Liz, listen to this. So he tweeted out the link to the Hangouts on his thing. None of his followers joined.
One person did. One person did, and we kicked him out because
The
we were
one guy
trying to
that joined actually wasn't, I don't think, one of his followers when I told him we were holding the spot for the...
okay.
Well, if you're holding the spot for somebody, just let me know and I'll back out until the
I'm loving this form of drama.
The dude's not gonna
It's
fucking
great.
join because he's a huge gaping vagina. He likes to cry behind a keyboard instead of actually talking to people.
How about this? Wait, hey guys, how about this? How about let's get Jeff on Andy Worski's channel? Maybe that'll.
I don't
get
think.
a little bit, no?
I don't think that Memory wants Jeff on any more streams tonight. I bet.
Yeah, he just wants him to kind of just. I think she wants him to be supportive to her right
I think
now.
that's why it's best for his family is if they chill out together.
Yeah, well, he was supposed to be on my stream, but he was on a different stream and he got drunk and had to go lay down, and he missed Shannon's baby shower. So I hope he's okay. Did he sound hungover? Is he all right? Because we understand that life happens. We're not mad
He's
at
a little
him.
fired up, if anything.
What did this bastard do to fire him up?
Oh,
Is it that
okay,
child thing?
okay. Yeah, okay, so Angry MGTOW apparently got mad at him for some fucking reason, because some shit he's talking on a stream, and he, not only did he sort of say that maybe somebody should call CPS because allegedly Jeff Holiday smokes pot, even though he doesn't, but it got a little bit more devious than that. Angry MGTOW started writing about how he was gonna call CPS to fucking our friend Edindro, who is like our friend. He's like in our social circle, and he's on my streams all the time. So Edindro totally told everybody, like, oh my god, this is what he just sent me. And so it's like, it's not even just that he was like trying to be conniving to our friend circle and got caught.
He's a conniving little bitch.
All right, Liz.
To dox his child's school.
Liz, since you just joined, can you do us a favor? Drop out for a couple minutes. Apparently, Feminazi Slayer wants to join.
He's not going to join.
Okay, good.
We'll
keep the call full to present those ass. All right. I just came in anyway to find out if everybody was all right.
Everybody's all right.
Guys, keep Jeff from killing people. And hang out. My mouse is being stupid. Tell them to join. 1, 2, 3, join.
Bye, Liz.
We actually need the space. We need you out first.
Yeah, there she
goes. There we are. All right.
All right, buddy. Come on.
There.
Come on, tough guy.
In the chat.
Hey, Prince of Queens.
Nobody else joined, but there it is.
Can you say my name?
Yo, B-Axis?
Oh, you got it right the first time. You got it correctly. Because usually people say like Yo bi-axis or Yabi-axis, like Jeff said once. Everybody says it wrong.
I've heard you referred to before.
I'm surprised no one calls you Lassie.
It could. Well, no, I'm a golden retriever. I'm not a rough collie.
Is that what Lassie is?
I love that while we're waiting for just motherfucker.
Geek Fool, get the fuck out of here.
You have to leave. You have to leave.
Get out.
Get the fuck out.
No, waiting for someone to get out before I have to kick you out. Go.
No, wait.
If I don't have to kick you, you can join again later. Drop out.
It says it's fucking full. Oh my god, get out. They were trying to get this fucking bitch ass in. He's trying to talk shit to us.
I wanted to hear what he had to say. That guy.
Well, you can watch it in the chat, buddy.
Geek Thulu is a pretty great guy. I'll bring him on.
Yeah, you're a cool dude. You're a cool dude.
Is this the one we wanted?
Okay, come on now.
Is this member berries?
Mayberry.
Have I been here before?
Are you Feminazi Slayer?
No, I'm a transgender woman. Here, how you guys doing?
No, you need to drop out. Go. We're trying to get somebody else.
Yeah, we're trying to keep the space open, but please come back later if that's okay.
Okay. Peace out.
Yeah, take care.
Was that atheism unstoppable?
They sound so much alike. I'm betting Angry MGTOW is the same person.
So here you go. Now you've got space.
All right, buddy. Come on.
This might.
If anybody else joins, so help me, fucking God.
I feel sorry for the drama, but this is the best thing that probably may have ever happened to the cunt stream, just because it's so juicy drama. Big.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's him.
Is that him? Hey, buddy. What's up now?
What's up, bitch?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, it is.
I just want you to know that it's not that I sound nervous. I'm actually just a faggot, and I would actually beat the shit out of you.
Okay.
I'd beat the shit out of you, too.
Oh, you would, too? We would trade turns, because, yeah, you would actually try to pound my ass, because you're a MGTOW, and you're a fucking faggot. I would actually fight you. So shut the fuck up.
What he said.
Wait. Before we dig into him, let's let him say his bit.
He's already been saying the bit enough in the fucking chat, the big pussy.
All right, let him go. Let him go.
But people listening can't hear the chat.
Nah, he's...
that's true.
He's silent like a little bitch.
Let's give him a chance here. Come on.
Yeah. I want to hear how nervous he sounds in his voice. Let's hear the nervousness.
I want to hear your voice. See how.
We're all terrified.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
All right, Prince, turn down the gay.
Can we hear an answer, maybe?
I go to smoke and all the fun starts happening. God damn it.
Shut up, Raph. Get the fuck out of here.
We're trying to get this cunt to talk.
Yeah.
And just so you know, we say cunt all the time. It is called the cunt stream. We're not trying to be all that mean.
No, you're a
Hey,
shut up, Samaj.
Hey, Raph, I thought you were a big you had a big hand for a head.
Remember how starting sentence with I thought never ends well for people? Shut up and let the dude talk.
All right,
not
so we
going to
got to click the link. Why are we not hearing anything?
Are you just a space filler? What are you doing?
Is your microphone broken, or did your testicles ascend so high that they're blocking your throat? No serious medical question. I'm concerned for your health.
Hey, tongue cancer. Be kind.
I'm pretty sure when he came on, he said something.
I'm gonna just start muting you, motherfuckers. Let him talk. Feminazi.
So, I'm wondering. He was expecting to own us. What's going on?
I think that he might be trying.
Queen, shut up.
Hello.
I can hear my head getting bolder. Come on.
I'm ready for the ponage.
Dude, my body is ready. Come at me.
All right, Jesus fucking Christ. We got Liz to leave for this.
Yeah, I'm so disappointed.
We kicked out one of the funniest people on the internet to hear you not say shit.
One of the things that he was saying in the chat is that he wants to play this for CPS, and so maybe
So
he's trying to just get us to talk a bunch of shit, which I did. I did definitely talk some shit, and I would again, but it's only because you were talking shit. Oh, hey.
He says we're yelling over this guy. So let's count to 10, everybody. Be silent for 10 seconds. We'll see if
I'll hold my breath.
Anything. Go. Oh no, he is saying shit. He just isn't anywhere near his microphone.
Yeah.
I'm so.
He's in the next screaming in his mic.
He's actually talking to us right now.
Angry MGTOW, you need some better white knights, man, with some better equipment.
Wait, just boot this guy. Since Angry MGTOW's back, Angry MGTOW, do you want to come back on?
Yeah.
I'll boot this guy if you'll come back on.
I want to pwn the fucking shit out of this guy.
Well, let him be talked.
This guy is inaudible.
Hey, on the flip side, can we let Angry MGTOW run his suck and drive himself into a ditch this time?
All right, so here's what we'll do. If we get Angry MGTOW on, I will count out 30 seconds on my hands so we all can see it, and none of us will talk for 30 seconds besides Angry MGTOW. Fair?
Seems legit.
Okay, 30 seconds, but while you're doing it with your hands, I want you to mouth the words as well. I'll put it on mute, and I'll get off while you're doing it.
I'm sure you will.
Wait, what are we talking about?
He's gonna fap to me mouthing words.
If Angry MGTOW comes on, we need to mute ourselves while he talks.
Yeah,
so.
Tell you what, that's a good idea. I'll do that.
Okay, Big, you're damn near impossible to hear, so... Wait a minute, there was something. Try again?
There was something.
There
was beating the mic like it's your bitch.
I hear mic abuse, but no words. Oh,
Big,
no.
You sound like this.
You can count to 30 using one hand, Hypnagogic. I'll show you.
What? I refuse to believe.
Oh, come on, Angry MGTOW, you pussy. Come on.
we promise we won't dogpile you.
Hey,
we'll just be
we'll
mute
very
ourselves.
polite.
I heard there's a really good...
We'll do light petting, nothing too heavy. It'll be awesome.
If you're gonna go watch Netflix, I hear there's a good Amy Schumer special on.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. Like seriously, I just about died watching it.
Is that because you were vomiting so much?
Oh, and he comments, Jeff's gonna lose his kid. Gotta go. Can somebody
I love it.
Georgia.
Yeah, I'll get a screenshot of it.
Yeah,
I got it.
Can't do it right now.
I got it.
That's gonna be hilarious when we do the video
I have it
later.
as well.
Fucking Angry MGTOW, I already told you. I fucking told you, dude. You gotta just walk away. It's not getting any better from here. Just pretend, and no matter what Jeff and fucking Memory do, pretend it didn't fucking happen. That is the best course of action for you. Okay?
By the
Because
way,
you don't want to get other people involved, and they will.
if anybody's wondering, I saved his video on my computer, so if he deletes it, I'll just upload it on my channel.
By the way,
Okay,
this
so,
is an attack on MGTOW, by the way. Like,
It's
no,
an
friends,
attack
man.
on angry MGTOW, not MGTOW as a thing.
Yeah, we have friends that like fucking Optimus Christ is one of our friends. Like he's fine. Like he's a good guy.
Yeah.
By the way, since Jeff Holiday lives in Oregon, the legislation would basically the jurisdiction would be Oregon, and according to Oregon State Code 419 Bravo .016, offensive false report of child abuse, subsection 2, making a false report of abuse is a Class A violation, and was added to part of blah 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 definitions by list of action. But and let's see here, can be processed up to and including a Class 2 felony.
You know what's funny?
And that's
is that
courtesy of the Politipod. He DM'd me the link to the to Oregon laws on a
You know
.gov
what's
site.
funny, Raph, is that he's trying to insult you, but he's like talking through like about 50 layers of Bane, so all you hear is
Yeah, I was gonna say, like
There
Kenny
he is.
from South Park is more discernible than you right now, buddy.
Well,
Like,
I forgot that
I'm willing to hear you out if I can hear you. That's the challenge here. I can't hear you. Like you moving around is more audible than anything else.
it's kind of sad.
Yeah,
a lack of
words
girlfriend, a lack of girlfriend and wives, and they can't really afford microphones and shit. You would think, not having to spend all that money on dates and it's always prostitutes though.
Like with all the resources you're saving, I don't know how Angry MGTOW, who has, let's see, 12,000 divided by 200, whatever that is, times the number of subscribers that I have, has the same shitty microphone I have. That's a little sad with all the resources he's saving. I don't think he's using them well. I'm an alcoholic.
Jesus Christ! Just
Dude, what the fuck are you on? A potato? It is a potato, isn't it?
Yeah.
You are literally connected to the internet through a fucking potato and you're trying to communicate. We cannot hear you, asshole.
You plug an aux jack into a potato, that doesn't become a
You
cardioid
know what?
microphone.
We'll give him another 10 seconds. Everyone be silent.
Okay.
Let's go. Do you think maybe he's one of those mutes?
Okay, seriously, that was the best argument. Angry MGTOW is
Is
totally
this
correct.
most
We're wrong, you guys. We're wrong.
Come on, guys. Go,
Rat-
wait,
rat
guys.
is
He's
the word of
using
the
top of the line technology. Have you never seen those cylinder made out of wax? That's what he fucking
No,
sounds
you know
like.
what, guys? Does anyone know Morse code? He might be tapping it.
You know what?
Wait.
know what's going on?
I read Morse code. Wait. Give me a second. Hang on.
The Titanic just.
Wait.
Everyone quiet
Give me a second.
so she can interpret the Morse.
I am a gaping faggot.
Hey, bitches!
Oh, he's back. Cute.
Now I hear him.
What's up, you degenerate fucking scum?
It's about
Is that the best you got?
Hey, who is it who's supposedly in the military? Because I'm an Iraq vet, so I'd like to know who it is who's supposedly in the fucking military.
USS Nimitz Westpac
All of us are in the
2013.
military.
I was in the Red
just
Sea
such
when
a
the Syria
loser.
attacks happened.
Oh, well, first of all,
River City
how's-
won for 89 days while we waited for President Obama to sit on his fat fucking thumb.
Who
You
is?
guys sound really nervous, I must say.
And you sounded like, and you sounded like not to talk like 10 fucking miles.
Niggas,
Or you guys still don't understand. No. How about we let a jury determine?
Okay.
How about we let a jury determine whether or not the military gets fucked?
Yeah. How about we let a jury determine whether or not you and your boy tried to make a false accusation, and you guys can actually get in trouble. How about that?
Let's let a jury determine that.
Yeah, cool.
Let's let
I'm
a
fine with that.
jury.
I'm confident that you guys will go to jail or
Hey,
something.
due process, bitch.
Oh, good.
Due process, bitch.
How about let a jury determine?
Hey,
if
see,
you're a
calling
bitch?
names is easy.
Yeah.
And that's what you do all
Just
the
want to
time.
go around flagging videos, and you think nothing's gonna happen?
I'm
You
not
think
flagging
nothing's gonna
anything.
happen?
Flagged videos.
You guys
Is that what you're doing
collectively
here?
want to go flag other people's videos because you disagree with it? And you think
I have not
nothing's
played
gonna
a single
happen?
video ever.
Let's be honest here.
Goddamn
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Goddamn losers.
Guys,
You're just like a girlfriend who hits her boyfriend and then calls the cops when he hits her back. That's what you guys are. The whole lot of you. That's what you goddamn degenerate losers.
Guys,
You want to play
So
the
wait,
victim
who's
now.
the cop caller now?
Shit's getting real. Now y'all want to play the victim.
Oh, shit's
now,
getting
now
real.
you're
It's
No,
getting
I'd
real.
like to hear him explain his
I'm
analogy.
gonna come to your nervous voices later. I'm gonna come to your nervous voices.
Hey,
Okay,
so terrible.
I'm not
That's all
nervous
well
about
and good,
shit.
but
Oh, yeah, come
uh,
on, big
bro.
you explain your analogy.
Play with fire and get burnt.
Like,
Play with fire and get burnt.
Very
like,
cool.
well, okay, you say we sound nervous. It, like, everyone who's
No,
streamed with me before,
Rat,
do I look like I'm
shut the fuck
falling
up.
asleep right now? Because I feel like I'm falling asleep.
I want to hear him explain his analogy.
God, you guys are so fucking retarded. Seriously. It's like, what's the point? You're children.
Why are we retarded?
Not even on our level.
Give us
Not
a
even
basis
on our
of that.
level. Not even close.
Oh, because
We're
we know.
offering solutions to the problems, and all y'all can do is whine like a bitch
And what's the problem?
and attack somebody's channel.
Wait, none of us fucking attacked this fucking channel. I'm not flagging any fucking videos.
I haven't flagged anyone. I haven't said anything. Check my tweets.
Live stream.
Check my tweets. Check the live stream. When have I said that I'm flagging anyone?
You can't rewrite history.
I
will
When
just, have any of us said
just,
we're flagging someone?
The worst thing that I'm going to do is mention this every time I ever think about how irritating and idiotic MGTOWs are. I will mention it in one of my videos, and
I don't even personally. I don't even disagree with a lot of things that MGTOW says. So it's not a MGTOW issue. It's a
it's not MGTOW.
Problem.
It's some
Then what's the
MGTOWs like
fucking
you.
problem then? You
The
fucking
problem
white
is,
knight.
wait. Can I speak?
Nobody hates white knights more than women. You're
Wait,
not
can I
even gonna
speak
get
to
your finger
feminazi?
wet. You're not
The-
even
the-
gonna get your fucking finger wet, dude.
The problem
You
is fucking. The problem is a dude got hurt by words, and now he's trying to fucking hurt somebody in real life.
Y'all are the ones who are fucking butthurt. That's why you're
We're
fucking.
not doxing. We're not looking to dox.
Like I said, you're just like a girlfriend who hits her boyfriend and then calls the cops when he hits her.
You said it already, but it doesn't
Exactly
mean
what
anything
you are.
new.
It's
What's
Yeah,
that
let's
you
all
should-
shout at each other because that's going to work out well.
Everybody,
He hurt by words.
give
Y'all are the
them
ones
a
that-
Nazi, whatever the fuck the second word was, con.
You're the
Come up
one
with
that
your
hurt by words. You're
other
offended
people's
by
live
my
streams
own
start
existence.
shit, and then you want to play them when shit gets real.
We aren't Jeff.
Shit
I
gets
don't know
real.
if you
Y'all want to play the fucking victim.
I'm not okay. I don't know if you don't.
Rat,
Jeff and us are different people.
Fucking goddamn pussies.
Yeah.
Raised by single mothers, I'm
Who
sure.
keeps saying my name? I haven't said shit in like 2 minutes.
No, I said please fix the fucking madness.
Okay.
Shut the fucking shit up, everyone.
Win.
One of you talk. Big,
No,
whatever the fuck. Tiny testicles. You talk.
Guy,
Michael, shut the fuck up.
The cunt. I'd like to hear what he has to say.
That's what I was just trying to do.
But I'd like to hear him answer the question.
No, you don't. You're just gonna fucking gang up and call names. But guess what? That shit doesn't fucking work on me. I will
We're
fucking
not-
own
okay,
each and every one of you fuckies. Because that's what you are. You're a bunch of fucking pussies who can't get laid.
Honey,
We're the ones
honey,
who can't get laid.
honey,
My girl
calm down,
is
honey.
right here
Forgot to take your
laughing
meds.
at you
Calm
bitches.
down.
She's fucking
Use your-
laughing at you.
Wait, so I
Calm
thought you were a
down.
big tower or something.
See, you know nothing about MGTOW. It doesn't mean you don't fuck women.
Oh.
It has. You're fucking retarded, dude. You know nothing about it. So why are you even talking?
That isn't even the subject.
We weren't talking about you don't fucking get married.
The subject of the conversation, dude.
You don't get married. You don't live with women.
That's not what.
False
That's not even what your
reporting
voice
is
says
the
about it.
subject,
I've actually
not
I've
make
had him on a
how
live
much you
stream.
fucking know.
No, I've actually had him on a live stream, and I asked him whether Paul Elam was a MGTOW, and he said Paul Elam is absolutely not a MGTOW because Paul Elam has been living with a woman for a long time. And
Dude, MGTOW is not some fucking rigid ideology. It's very diverse, believe it or not.
Okay.
It's
well,
very
so what? Wait. But
diverse.
what part of the
Everybody's got their own
sorry? What
fucking
part of the
opinion.
ideology makes it totally excusable to say that a kid should get taken away from their parents because of supposedly maybe sort of smoking pot because
Dude,
of an
shut your
internet?
pussy ass up with the fucking shaming tactics. Oh, the children. Oh, the children. Dude, you don't give a fuck about children. And for the record, I would never let my kids
Neither
around.
does fucking Angry MGTOW, and he says that it's all about the fucking children. You
Look at
fucking
all
piece of
of
shit.
you.
He says
Look at
that
all
it's
of you.
about the
Look at that
fucking children.
goofy fucking-
Look at fucking
It's a little
protect that fucking
triggered, a
child.
little bit
You're
triggered, a
fucking-
little bit triggered. Oh, got a little bit
Yeah.
triggered. I had to mute him for a second. I thought it was kind of cute. It was kind of adorable.
Guys, is this a pwned stream? Is that what we're doing?
Probably.
Yeah, it's
Angry,
kind of
Angry
fun.
MGTOW
Of course
doesn't
it's a
care.
cunt stream.
Angry MGTOW doesn't care about kids. He's just doing this to hurt fucking Jeff because Jeff hurt his feelings with words.
Exactly.
I wanted to tell this idiot.
This is something against MGTOW. This is something against Angry MGTOW.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like one of my good friends on the internet is a
Damn,
MGTOW. I have nothing
Jeff-
against the concept of MGTOW. Optimus
Me neither.
Christ is a great guy. and
Me
he's
neither.
I've had Paul Elam on my fucking stream.
Paul
I have no
Elam.
Yeah, I
problem
like
with it.
Paul Elam. Paul Elam's a nice guy.
Paul Elam's my
This
favorite
cunt right
MGTOW.
here, honestly, this cunt right here fucking is pissed off because he could not afford the MMA fight tonight, and that's, I think, really so.
There's something better. There was Trump supporters beating the shit out of anti.
By the way, just so you know, there's an unmute button, bro. So you
Yeah, there is an unmute button. I was just doing that because it was really funny to mute you while you were like yelling constantly.
Not to mention that is just the cunt stream thing. We meet each other all the time. That's just how we are.
There.
I think he might still be yelling. I'm not sure.
Remember that time that Futter was yelling for like 10 minutes on mute? That was so funny.
That
Like,
wasn't
his face got
Butter
super
Cunt,
red.
That was me. Fuck you.
No, that was Futter because his face was getting really red on camera. That's
Oh, you
Hey, Big
cunt
B,
did that to me
you
after a
bitch.
stream one time. I was pissed.
yeah.
The B in his name stands for bitch. Big bitch. That's what he is.
Well, I mean, I'm still going with MGTOW. Bitches going their own way because that's what Angry MGTOW and his little cult. Not all MGTOWs, but his little cult. That's how they're acting right now. They're acting like little bitches.
Oh,
Angry
I don't know.
MGTOW wanted
I've
attention,
actually experienced.
and I think we should give him the attention. Let people like Baron and Andy Worski get a hold of him.
I mean,
See,
I'm
that's the thing.
gonna send.
This
I might.
stream has
If we
gotten
get a
pretty big, but when Bering or Andy Worski or someone like that does something about it, he's fucking done.
Dude, I'm gonna cut this shit up. The stream when we're done, I'm gonna cut some pieces out and I'm gonna send it over to Rucka and see what he thinks.
I'm gonna save this stream.
Because I mean, you could always use a new target for a song, right? I mean, he's got plenty
Here's
of
the-
ideas.
Here's the thing: as big of a piece of shit as Angry MGTOW is, I wouldn't fucking support people doxing him or fucking putting his life in danger. But he's still a fucking.
No, yeah, I wouldn't.
Well, Rucka wouldn't get him doxed or in danger. Rucka would just make a really funny song that's embarrassing as shit for anyone who knows what's up.
No, I will. If I do anything at all, it will just be simply when I get to a point in a video when I want to illustrate YouTube drama that like somebody has done something that was really particularly really irritating that I was at least sort of close to. I will use this as an example. I'll be like, yeah, Angry MGTOW, for example, crossed a certain line when he did this, just for an example. And that will be my go-to example from my videos for now on. I will do that.
How about this too? How about, he does streams and stuff. I'm not going on any of his streams, and anybody who does go on his streams, I would suggest maybe look at what he's done with Jeff before interacting with the dude, because it's a real shit move.
I love how they keep saying we're nervous.
I probably should do
Well,
it.
I am kind of sitting here shaking. Just
Well, that's because you're in Canada trying to not freeze to death.
No, it's like 25 degrees Celsius here. I'm just trembling in my sandals.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm trembling in my cargo shorts over here. Like I'm just terrified. Just terrified, mortified, petrified by you.
I have tears in my eyes. Everything I've ever thought about this situation has been disproven. I'm a broken man, to be honest.
I mean, seriously, you can hear it in his voice. He's probably going to steal my knife through the internet and kill himself with it.
Oh yes, I'm defeated. I will certainly kill myself before this stream is done.
With this knife.
With that
through
knife.
the magic of the internet.
You should do it right now.
We'll make it happen.
So this would be a historical stream for not just. Oh, ow! God damn it! Wrong person.
Oh, sorry. A little to the right.
Yeah.
Sinatra, move over. Move over. Ah. How you feeling, Schmuggle?
I feel great, but I haven't heard anything from Yobi, so I'm not sure how he's doing.
Oh shit!
I just wish this guy knew how to unmute himself.
So
Sadly,
is that cunt still muted? Is he gonna?
Yeah, I don't think he knows how to unmute.
Unmute him, Schmeckle.
So unmute himself. That's why.
I think his blood pressure has reached critical mass,
Schmeckle,
and he can't
you have
operate
the
his hand
power.
well enough to unmute himself.
Unmute him. Yes,
Real quick, one thing I want to say about Angry MGTOW. So I listened to like a minute of one of his videos, and anytime somebody goes into the comments like disagree with him, he instantly calls them trolls, and that's the same thing that the other side does, which I fucking hate.
Yeah,
and
Like,
I
just
think he
because someone
deleted
disagrees
one
with
of
you,
my
it's not-
comments on one of his videos because I commented. I said, "Hey, amusing video. You should check out my response in a couple of days." And I can't find that comment now.
Let him have his echo chamber.
One of the things I can say about MGTOWs in general is that, like, you know, they are sort of, in a lot of ways, the more ideological version of the men's rights movement, where it does kind of start to become like feminism. But not all of them. However, when I had a like prolonged talk with Optimus Christ, you know, who's a nice guy, about his version of MGTOW and blah, 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 blah. I did the same exact thing that I do with feminists, where after I talk to them about feminism and, you know, their version of feminism, and it turns out that they're a nice lady and their version of feminism basically just means, you know, birth control pills and like, you know, like not being an asshole all the time or some, you know, it doesn't really mean anything. It's like the most, it's not actually feminism like that we know. So when I have that, I'm like, well, so what is so important about the word feminism to you? Like, why can't you just be a women's rights advocate? And I said basically the same thing to Optimus Christ, and I was just like, well, what's so important that you call yourself a MGTOW? Why don't you just be a guy that is temporarily not seeking out romantic relationships? And he was like, yeah, kind of. That's kind of a good point. And so yeah. Whereas this dude, this fucker that I had to mute, was like, he was like, it's not the philosophy and shit, you know. So like there are different little breeds of MGTOWs, but at the same time, I don't think it's impossible to get the different strains to sort of admit that there is kind of a problematic strain of MGTOWs that maybe you don't want to associate with. So.
It might be more correct to say that that certain men are more like guys on strike, men's on strike, just because they don't like it, and that sounds a little bit more sensible. Because there's a lot of guys out there who identify as MGTOW, but not because like they hate women or nothing. It's just that the system's corrupt and there's no real thing. Of course, I'm speaking from experience here, so.
Yeah.
You know what I find funny about Angry MGTOWs thing? I'm looking at his page right now. He uses hella clickbait using female faces that are sort of attractive, and so he's definitely benefiting off of fucking women.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who's stealing whose resources now? Not saying, just saying.
What happened?
Like he's using their attractiveness, which is a natural resource of theirs, to his benefit. So the used becomes the user. I'm not saying I can prove that. I'm just saying it looks that way, doesn't it? Oh yeah, I went through his stuff earlier. Failure's sharing, so Schmeck will present him real quick.
Yeah, I'll go from top to bottom. It ain't nothing but fucking clickbait using women's fucking.
Dude, it's like 95% conventionally attractive women.
Yeah.
Not enough cleavage. Will not click.
Oh no! Look at the one that said I had sex. That was a chick in a bikini. There was a bit of cleavage going there.
There we go. More of that.
Isn't that
base mama? Yeah.
Oh look, base mama.
Oh my god, he used base mama.
You know what? We should kick this muted sad sack of a human and get base mama in here.
Yeah, we're gonna boot him, but I'm not gonna post it in the chat. I'm sending.
I'm gonna leave because I want to get some alcohol. I'll be back in 20 minutes. I'll try to get in again. So, but other people can come in. So.
Yeah, but I'm
look at this one. Closing the angry MGTOW channel? Question mark? Nope. Still the same.
This
shit.
is proof I'm not totally anti-MGTOW right here.
What?
Look at
that. Oh yeah, Paul Elam. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Elam is the best MGTOW ever.
Somebody sent Base the link.
Base Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off, guys. It's 3 o'clock here.
Okay.
No problem.
Good night.
Well, it was fun talking to you again.
Good night, my sweet princes and princess.
Send her the link so she could jump in.
So guess what he's trying to say is the rest of us are nothing but a bunch of cunts. That's okay.
It's like this is the cunt stream, so like
beat the shit out.
Step up
I'm
your game.
everybody's favorite.
Like step up your game, dude. This is the cunt stream. We call each other that, like, affectionately.
That's how we show love, you cunt.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I don't call you a cunt on the cunt stream, either I'm too drunk.
I should do a something similar to my channel.
Yeah, there's a lot of ladies there. A lot of ladies.
It started that way. Look at that. So he knows what he's been fucking
Girl.
Oh look, that chick's downloading his video in the thumbnail. Damn.
Lauren Southern? You mean Madam Attack Helicopter?
Madame Attack Helicopter.
Yeah, Madam Attack Helicopter herself.
Seriously, they're all women.
And they're probably not even used in the video. It's probably just,
it's just a thumbnail for attention.
I use less women in my thumbnails, and they're all me.
Damn.
Well, to be fair, with quit the size of yours, you're only half a woman.
You know,
let's be honest. Okay, if I go onto Pornhub right now, I bet there's less women in the thumbnails on Pornhub than his channel.
There's a reason why he uses all women. It's because he's obsessed with what he can't have.
Karen Strawn is a feminist.
I gave Base Mama the link.
What?
Gavin McGinnis is a male feminist.
Yeah, there's the Computing Forever as a male feminist, which is the video I responded to because it just it blew my mind. It's a 5-minute video that's like 75% dead air. I'm not joking.
Wait, but Sargon of Akkad is a male feminist.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, obviously.
Is he a Poe?
Armored Skeptic is a male feminist. I think he started out as a Poe, but he started to believe
is entirely real.
Paul Elam is a feminist.
He's not a troll. He's a real guy.
Real quick, Paul Elam is a male feminist.
How many of his subscribers think he's a fucking
Paul Elam is a male feminist failure?
Oh,
that's what it says right here.
That's great. That is rich. Rush V is a male feminist.
Hey, Based,
how you doing?
So what was that video about that you were on his one of his videos on the thumbnail?
Oh, I don't know. I've done a couple of streams with him.
Oh, yeah.
But Rush V though, really? Like, what?
Maybe Rush V is a feminist.
Rush V got attacked by feminists on numerous occasions. Like, how do you like what?
Actually, I'm curious now. What does everybody
think going to be out for review?
I'm sorry, what was that, Yobi?
Darnell!
Rush V?
Hey, Darnell.
You know, I'm not all that keen on Rush V, but I do find him kind of funny. at times, especially when we post.
Someone didn't mute
Oh, no,
the
you have fucking
stream
echo.
you're watching.
Hey, Fair, what do you think about Roosh V?
Somebody has echo. Darnell.
Darnell.
Fuck off. There we go.
This is just ridiculous. What kind of MGTOW sits there and says that women are hurting, children, and then goes off and tries to harm the life of a child? Oh my God, my husband's snoring so loud.
Hello?
Hey, Darnell.
But since we've got Based Mama here now, what's your opinion on this whole thing with Angry MGTOW and Jeff and Memory?
Harbor no doxers.
No.
That's it. I'm sorry, but that's rule 1 of the internet. Everyone remains anonymous, and you don't bring kids into it. It's like, okay,
Pretty
we were
good
cool,
fucking-
but we're not cool now. Like, that's it. And it's once he fucking said that shit, like, the web has fucking turned on him. He'll be doxxed within the week, and everybody will know his shit. Because that's how it fucking works. You don't threaten to dox because then you end up doxed yourself.
And guys, no doxing, no doxing, not even
No,
if they're a
but-
fucking MGTOW. Please.
Yeah,
do not
even
do
here
that
on the
shit.
cunt stream, we don't advocate for doxing.
Real quick, guys.
I'm not saying
guys,
that.
Guys,
it's out of your control.
Guys, can I speak?
Yes, sir.
All right. No. So somebody just messaged me. They got in contact with somebody that's bigger than even Baron. That's going to cover the topic. So he wants to know all the details. So if you can send Mocha Rosary any details you have on this, so you can pass them along.
You just say Mocha's bigger than Baron?
No, Mocha knows
she's talking to somebody bigger than Baron.
Okay.
I'd like to know.
Bigger than Mocha's tits?
Yeah, bigger than her tits.
I think it's Undoomed.
No, bigger than Undoomed.
Yeah,
it's Amazing Atheist.
She needs.
I could see
TJ Kirk.
Oh, Jesus.
Could do it. Hold on, let me type to him.
Banana.
Yeah, she says.
Oh, wait a minute. Did someone say Dave?
No. She says also announce it on the stream to make sure the guy shakes in his little boots. Yeah, TJ is gonna cover the story.
Oh, really?
He's a little bit beyond fucked at this point.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Send him the screenshot
Well,
of
fuck,
the
wait.
feminazi guy saying
Tell
that
Mocha to get
Jeff Holiday is
TJ to
gonna
come
lose
on
his
right now.
Well,
Guys,
here's
just
the
say
problem. If you
TJ Kirk
falsely
hears.
report a crime, that's a crime in Oregon. You'll be prosecuted by the state of Oregon. You'll be fined and potential jail time for making a false report, and they will acquire your information through Twitter. They will find out who you are. They will prosecute you. That is how that shit goes. That's why you don't do this shit, because you think you're a badass or you think you're gonna fuck somebody's shit up, and yeah, you do for a few days. CPS comes by, they make sure the kid's okay, your house is cool, everything's fine, okay. Then they start going after the people because Jeff has the documentation. It's over. I mean,
real quick. So who has all the screenshots and stuff so they can send it to her so she can send it to TJ?
I know Politipod did.
I've got one screenshot of him going, woohoo, Jeff's gonna lose his kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a screenshot of that.
Yeah.
I have the original video.
Here's my Twitter handle. I need it as well.
Someone message
I cannot
and
make a
Dendro.
video about this due to my own children. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
it's-
but I'm sending the information out.
No, I mean, I'll make a video about it. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't have kids.
I'll make a video too.
I could talk about it if you want.
Memory has screenshotted, and
You know what? This one
saved.
kind of reminds me of when Thunderfoot he got attacked by Laughing Witch.
Oh yeah.
And Laughing Witch went on to the news to report it. It was the funniest shit ever. As soon as
And
Thunderfoot
her
news
shit got
reported,
wrecked. Her company went tits up.
I love that. I love that form of drama. That was awesome.
yeah, Egalitarian Eagle deals with this kind of shit, and he told Mems to get in touch with him. That's his job. So
somebody-
Egalitarian who?
Somebody said,
Eagle.
Egalitarian.
Somebody tell Politipod to DM all the screenshots to
I'll
Mocha.
tell him right now.
I just send him a.
Politipod, send me any screenshots as well. You were just talking to me earlier.
His DMs are gonna go blown up.
And that's how Politipod got DM'd by the entire world.
Well, I think that, I mean, like I said,
do not dox anybody, but this information needs to be out that this is a coordinated attack from MGTOWs
I'm
to
losing
attack
my
somebody because butt hurt that Jeff wouldn't take him seriously.
Liz, you gotta talk out. Liz, you gotta talk louder.
Sorry, I pulled myself out of bed when I saw my phone going off. Normally, I just leave the hangout from my phone, and then I saw Jeff Holiday and Angry MGTOW, and I was like, "Oh fuck no!" Granted, Monkey had just covered this. It's like, "Oh shit."
Does anyone want? Sorry,
what?
I was just gonna say, does anyone want to make room for Politipod so he can find out exactly what he needs to send to?
I'll do it. I'll leave.
Bye.
All right.
See you there, bud.
Politipod is awesome.
Pod's a good guy.
There went Darnell.
Pod's a good guy.
Who has the screenshot of the hangout thing?
I mean, he's a good cunt.
There's another one that happened right after I left, and I don't think Politipod was.
Monk has a couple of screenshots too.
Politipod needs a better sense of humor.
So one
Just whoever has screenshots, send them to Mocha.
And also,
failure. Send a link to this hangout to Mocha. Tell her to send it to T.
Hey, Politipod.
Hey, what's up?
You know
We'll
what?
do Politipod if he wants to come
He's
on.
asking him.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
I'm back.
So, drop any screenshots you have in the side chat, and also DM them to Liz and Mocha Rosary.
Roger.
Thanks,
There's
bud.
one that was taken from this one though that I need. That's the one that I need really bad.
The one from this stream, yeah, let me
I
get
just
it.
sent-
I
I
have to
just
crop
sent
it down
it
because
to
I use two
I
monitors.
actually have that one as well.
Yeah, please send that. Just send it to me real quick. I gotta get it out to a couple people because I can't cover it. Mocha's talking to TJ. That one's covered. I'm gonna go tell Dave Collin.
Okay, hang on just one second. I'll send it to you in your Twitter because I don't know how to work Google Drive because I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Google
So.
Drive is a piece of shit. Just send it to my DMs. My DMs are always open.
All right.
So a thought just occurred to me. Would there be a series of videos talking about how we're coordinating an attack right now?
Yeah, well, we are a
So
cabal.
we're not coordinating. We're trying to tell the fucking truth that these guys are doing horrible things.
I'm just saying, in case we hear stuff tomorrow, I just want to make sure everyone's aware of it.
This is not.
I wonder what
Wait,
and Turtling Monkey have to say about this.
Is that what you're worrying about, Samaj? We're about to be attacked.
Oh, I don't know about that.
know that we're going to be accused of coordinating an attack.
Yeah.
Coordinating an attack. Well,
let them accuse.
Sunscreen does not.
I don't have any control over what
Look,
people do.
what attack are we doing? What attack are we doing? We're just getting the information out there.
I missed Feminazi's thing. I heard him say who the fuck was in the military, and then I couldn't hear him.
He came in, he threw out insults, he didn't answer questions. Then Prince muted him. Then he couldn't figure out how to unmute himself, so I booted him so we could get Based Mama.
Well, that's
oh
sensible.
God, I'm sorry.
No, we're okay with it.
We're glad to have you.
Okay, just show me.
He could not figure out how to unmute himself. He was stuck in silence.
Mocha just showed me the DM that she's having with Amazing Atheist, and yeah, it's legit.
I wonder how Mocha Rosary has connections to the Amazing Atheist TJ
Oops.
Oregon actually passed a law.
All right,
about
Liz, that's
false
all I got
child
right
abuse
now.
reporting in 2013, I think. And that was what I was sending to Politipod, because when you falsely report, you will be prosecuted by the state, and it won't be a fight between him and Jeff. It'll be a fight between him and the state of Oregon.
No, I must say, just to be completely fair to both sides, it's not going to be like a felony or anything. It is a Class A misdemeanor, though.
Yeah,
and if he does it, if he does it again, it'll be a Class D felony.
I was going to say, the thing with a Class A misdemeanor is you can do up to, I believe, 9 months for that.
Wow.
I know it's a minimum
And-
fine of at least $220.
9 months.
And the maximum was like
maximum
$2,000 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like 2,200, I think.
Because because everyone who's talked to me knows about this. My DUI was a Class B, and that shit has caused a lot of problems. Class B misdemeanor, not felony, misdemeanor.
Oh. And you said something about not being able to...
Hypnagogic Monk in the chat has said you need to differentiate between coordinated attack and information dissemination, and be explicit.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to raise the concern.
I mean, we don't want, harmful.
I was gonna say we're disseminating information. We're basically getting the word out. I am not encouraging people to harass him on Twitter. I'm not encouraging anyone to do anything with the content of his videos. I'm not even encouraging people to vote down his videos. Just leave that shit alone. Don't give him the views.
Okay. So I guess we should make that part clear. Don't leave him alone. Don't do anything. We don't endorse this.
In the end, there's a YouTuber that got butthurt because of words, and he's trying to hurt someone in real life. And that's
what we want to see is the legal system that he tried to use as a weapon used to protect the innocent. In this case, Jeff Holiday, his family, and his kid, because a false CPS investigation could fuck up his kid and give that kid a really dark experience in his childhood over nothing.
Honestly, all right, do people not understand the experience? CPS gets involved. In worst case scenario, the kid gets removed from the house and put in a foster home. I don't know about you guys, but I've known plenty of foster kids, and they never have a fucking good life.
No.
Oh yeah, kids who grew up in the system.
Looking at the best case scenario.
Link to that law that you had.
Oh, I got it.
Looking at the best case scenario with CPS, you get a year of being harassed by an agency that you don't deserve to have harassing you
as well. There you go.
Poor Sayomi. She's just now coming into this.
It is Oregon State Law 419B.016, and I quote, "A person commits the offense of making a false report of child abuse if, with the intent to influence a custody, parenting time, visitation, or child support decision, the person A, makes a false report of child abuse to the Department of Human Services or a law enforcement agency, knowing that the report is false, or with the intent that the public or private official make a report of child abuse to the Department of Human Services or a law enforcement agency, makes a false report of child abuse to the public or private official, knowing that the report is false. 2, making a false report of child abuse is a Class A violation, and that's of 2011 C606 subsection 2.
Damn, fucking back hurts. Damn it.
All right, man.
Yeah, my back hurts too, but
Just
not for
in
this
case
reason.
Mocha
I have
misses
a
something as
virus that-
Well, I sent the messages again to TJ, just in case.
Also,
Anybody else?
let's say he was smoking weed, right? Isn't it legal in Oregon?
Well, I don't think it's illegal.
so.
I think it's illegal to do around kids. Is the thing.
Yeah, I think smoking
But
around.
there's never been any video of him smoking. And
So there's no evidence to support that he did smoke around
No,
his kid.
there's absolutely no evidence, and as he said on this stream, he hasn't smoked in about 5 years.
Doesn't anybody here smoke?
Once in about 5 years.
I smoke weed every once in a while, but
Piss test to be clean, and then they'll be like, okay, some people are just fucking with you. What he needs to do right now is he probably needs to contact the authorities and state, look, if you guys get a report about this, please let me know and contact me. I'll be fully cooperative. As I have some people that've got a hate boner for me online due to work that I do with my opinion pieces and research videos.
Yeah, it would actually
Something that
probably
everybody
be.
should do if you are going to be working on YouTube and you have people that are going to go after you, please contact your local authority and warn them that someday you might even get swatted and you might need to warn them that this kind of shit can happen. It's something I have actually done in case my address gets out there and somebody decides to send a whole bunch of people tromping through my front door.
Yeah, no, it might be wise for him to actually contact the authorities before anything happens and just say, hey, this is what's going on. If you get reports, here's the evidence that this guy is...
Well, right now, I don't think we need to be
reports.
Well,
right.
let's assume
I would
Jeff
wait
didn't
and
already do that.
wait.
I mean, Jeff may have already thought of that kind of thing.
Just
I
in
would
case he
wait.
doesn't.
He might actually be afraid to do it now. If he hasn't done it yet, he might be terrified to do it now, which is what we want.
We'll just
we
reassure
don't,
him.
Like
we
that
don't
could
want Child Protective Services involved at all. We don't want Jeff calling them. We don't want anybody calling them. We don't want them involved.
What's that?
Good news, everybody.
That kid will end up involved. If they'll interview him if they think there's a reason. Just
So TJ has everything now.
good.
Does TJ want to come join the hangout?
Tell him I sent my
Actually,
love.
TJ doesn't have all the videos, does he?
I sent him the video. I sent him the I need this live stream to send him this live stream.
He has the
About
We Have
how
Nothing to
long ago-
Lose video.
how long into the video did you
The videos that SDA made, the videos that Ranchy Monkey made, the videos that
That
who
Jeff
else
made one recent, like during this hangout, he posted it. I got the notification on my phone.
Yeah, there's
but yeah,
videos
like
out
right
there.
before he came on, actually, he uploaded a video.
Shit,
All
man.
right.
By the way, I love that the guy's influence is like nil. Like he posted that tweet saying a group of Jeff Holloway's supporters are attacking on me on a stream. Why not go say hello to them? Nobody jumped into our stream, but also nobody liked his thing.
Oh,
and
that
all the time
one
people who replied.
crybaby did.
Nobody came in.
No.
You had the crybaby.
No, but we invited him. We invited the crybaby. He
By the
didn't
way,
go through.
I must say.
Wait, I'd like to say, if there's anybody else in the chat who can actually make an argument for Angry MGTOW, I will boot Politipod.
Like we will
Actually,
boot the plebe that brought us to Savannah.
You're gonna boot the plebeian out of here. I see how it is.
No, hey.
Here's like one of his tweets is, how about you stop doing drugs around your kid, you child. Show a video. Show one video of Jeff doing drugs.
Yeah,
around
he
his
would
kid.
have to prove that. Well, if my fiance and I were just conferring, and we agree that the best course of action would be to call any, because tomorrow is a holiday, so call the 24-hour line, and they do have one in Oregon. I can't remember the name is, but call them and tell them that you're being threatened with false accusations, and they won't ask for proof now, but if an accusation comes down, what they'll do is they'll track where it's coming from.
Well, I must say,
this is interesting. Look at what he said to right below that to end intro. Settle down, Fido, or I might take you out back like old Yeller. That sounds like a threat to me.
I'm reporting him right now to the
Sounds
police.
like a threat, but I wish he threatened me. I'd beat the fucking shit out of him if I ever saw him.
I was gonna say, it's like, I mean, like I said earlier, I won't swing first, but second, third, and last are mine unless you stop me.
Well, the problem is, like I said, I don't care how much I like you. If you're gonna dox, fuck you. That's it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I won't dox this guy. I don't want him to get doxxed. But if the authorities track the reports and the authorities get his info, that's
Here's
them.
the problem on the internet. You threaten a fucking dox, within the fucking hour, your ass is doxed, because that's how this shit rolls. You can't stop it. Other people completely separate and apart from this that have not interacted at all will be all the fuck over this.
Politipod followed you.
It's gonna go. I mean, you can't do anything. You know what I mean? Like,
for some reason I got
you don't. That's why you don't threaten to dox. You don't threaten to fuck with people, because They may not retweet you, they may not respond or like or whatever your post, but they'll get right the fuck on finding out who the hell you are.
Well, here's the thing.
CPS will see who Jeff associates with. Well, Jeff.
Oh shit!
Oh, hey.
Oh shit! He associates with
came
me.
in with us.
Jeff, if you're watching right now, delete any
that's a
association
federal
with me
crime.
because I do have a record.
You probably need to boost your.
DUI from 9 years ago. Jesus.
No,
It's
no,
not.
that's
No,
not
this
my
doesn't.
own.
This doesn't count as associations. It means you'd have to be around his child.
Oh no, I don't know where he lives besides state.
Yeah, it's
Even though
fine.
he's said it before, I just don't remember.
Oregon.
Why are you still screen sharing the guy's videos? No, wait, no, you're not. Never mind.
Why are you seeing in the past in the hangout list?
I'm not. I was looking in the video, the fucking hangout or the hangout. The video. Never mind. My screen got
YouTube.
paused.
God damn that dome piece, man.
Yeah, it's gorgeously shiny, isn't it?
I am going to go back to bed, guys. You seem to have it from here. I resent everything over to TJ, and I sent everything over to Computing Forever. And so it's just to show support for Jeff. That Jeff doesn't deserve this. This is not an attack on you, MGTOW. It is a statement of, please stop this. Don't bring a child into your dirty laundry. You don't need that. The kid doesn't need that. Jeff doesn't need that. Go and, have your Twitter wars and your YouTube wars with Jeff. Not his child. That is the lowest scumbag move on the planet. So act like a man and go after the man, not the kid.
Or because Jeff's gonna rip your new asshole,
That's
and I'm
a
kind of
tall
a
order
noob.
for
Come after
anyone
me in my beer gut. We'll
Jeff's
fight y'all.
gonna rip the new asshole,
baby.
Well, you guys just all talk to every other.
Liz, I can't wait until you leave, and all of a sudden you just see TJ just joined the
That's fine. I've talked to TJ enough. He's a good guy.
I would love
you
to.
guys have a good night.
Good night, Liz.
Good night, Liz.
Have a good talk,
Liz.
Liz.
You're leaving later, Liz. Reptile.
I like how the guy who's like supposedly been an Iraq veteran is being like a idiot in this situation.
You
Also,
muted me because you couldn't take it. Prince muted you, and it was because you were talking nonsense.
I just was gonna say
The
he
guy-
should
that guy that
have
calls-
been a gay guy.
I muted feminazi for the lulz.
The guy that calls people degenerates is the guy that walks in and just calls people fuckboys.
Yeah,
It sounds like
he's
No,
so
I'm
so
not the only
cyber
one.
tough.
Seriously, wait. Feminazi Slayer, you keep bringing up that old fucking thing. I'm gonna have too many cats and I need to buy cat food. You fucking retard! I'm
By the way-
engaged to
Listen,
a guy.
hang on. Listen,
you know
listen
how-
here.
Are we all still nervous?
I mean,
I'm
I'm obviously shaking. You can see it on my camera.
Hang on. Listen here, Fobbit. Go back to the fucking fob, make you some fucking chow, and just sit there throughout the rest of your deployment and just shut the fuck up.
What about Yogi Axis?
By the way, the word fuckboy, I gotta say, is so fucking tame. I went to a comic book convention and saw it for sale right next to all the fucking kitty shit. So fuckboy is so fuck. Have fun with your
I
fucking.
thought that was a feminist word, fuckboy.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was too.
Yeah,
but
and
you
now
know,
we've got
I've been
new
wrong
ones on
before.
Only fuckboys.
Like literally, he said how we're all nervous and stuff. I was more nervous when a regular at the restaurant I work at threatened to order half the menu. That scared me more than anything that's been said tonight.
You know what my favorite video is? A guy ordering everything off the menu on a cruise, because everything on a cruise when you order a fucking room service is free.
Oh, I was tempted to do that when I was on a cruise, but I don't know. I was a bit of a chicken shit when I was 17 when I was on a cruise.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want to spit in my food.
Hashtag middle class privilege.
Hey, base
But that was
mama.
19, it worked.
Base
Oh,
mama.
She's muted. I don't know
I
why.
think she's going to talk to her fiance.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's gonna go
doing stuff.
She's gonna get Base Papa on here.
Oh yes, much.
And then
Yeah,
maybe
has- has
base
she-
stick man.
I just came back. Has she been on for a while? Was she talking?
Yeah, she was
Hey.
talking earlier.
She said a couple.
Zarya's doing stuff. Prince, stop threatening people.
Oh yeah, I know. I realized. I was like,
I heard you made an army man cry.
Hey, Samaj.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Oh God, his army.
No, he was
That's a
talking
draw
so
that-
much shit in the chat though. That's the only fucking reason why. And I wanted to take him down a peg and trigger him, which I did.
On behalf of veterans everywhere, I do apologize for this piece of shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like.
He's a gold bricker.
Unfortunately,
Move
we do
on.
technically have to claim him, although not happily.
He's like those guys that were like bowing in front of the Indian chiefs over there and at that pipeline. It's like, yeah, they're veterans. but we don't claim them.
Ultimately about that guy, I will make excuses for that guy because I don't think he's actually a YouTuber and he doesn't know the etiquette in the same way as other people do. Angry MGTOW violated some serious YouTube etiquette, not just with the fucking CPS thing, which is just bad etiquette in general, but he also was telling people to mass flag Jeff's videos. And then this little cunt came in and was trying to say that we were the ones playing victim because we were saying to flag Angry MGTOW's videos or something. So it was just like, okay, that's ridiculous. But at the same time, he clearly didn't really understand what was going on because he's not actually a YouTuber. So
No. I have a question for everyone here, real quick, Tenga. At what point did the country become the bastion of etiquette on fucking YouTube? What's going on with this world?
No, it never was.
This is the upside down.
This is the upside down because we're the ones with etiquette and we're the goddamn cunt stream. Like,
yeah,
we intentionally created this stream to be offensive, lewd, and awful.
But you have YouTubers with several thousand subscriber bases that come on, and I actually did definitely make a mistake in saying that I would fight the guy. Now, granted, he said he was going to beat my ass too, so it's kind of canceled out at this point. But I should not have done that. Very much technically, that's not okay to do. Base Mama was right to tell me not to threaten people. So
you're correct. I'm just funny that there's more restraint and etiquette exercised by people who like affectionately refer to each other as cunts. That's a little sad.
Well, what's also sad is that he's defending somebody.
Base Mama's been right about a lot of things tonight, but she's been very wrong in one thing.
What's that?
I've noticed on most streams, usually she's got her boobs out to bring in more views. Apparently, she doesn't think the cunt stream is worth it.
We don't deserve the views. Let's be real.
Oh, shut up!
I
I
just
changed
saw
my
it.
avatar. Oh my
You know
God.
what I think about all this? I
Why?
think Angry MGTOW is that woman that got punched at the Trump rally, free speech rally.
No, I think Angry MGTOW is the guy that punched Richard Spencer.
Trump supporter that punched her.
Sorry, I didn't mean to dox him, but I think he's the guy that punched Richard Spencer. Like that scrawny little bitch that had to like get a
Raph,
running
here we
start
are.
to not even knock him down.
Hang on, Raph. Here we are talking about doxing, and there you go, just doxing the shit out of it. How dare you?
I don't dox no one.
what I think is relevant is that like, okay, it's like his
Kiss my shiny bald head.
His video was already really quite bad and everything, but like then we got the private dirt that he sent to Edindro, and then he did not think that he was going to get caught from that. I think because Edindro has convinced him that they're friends over the past number of months.
I don't know how Edindro's such a dick. I mean, I've streamed with him before. He's not a terrible person.
No, he's a dick though. He's absolutely a dick, and he would fully admit that to you.
He's a dick. He's a fuck. I'll never stream with him again.
No, I love Edindro. No, Edindro is one of my best friends on YouTube. We
He wants back on the fucking stream, but
why is that you can sit there for 20 minutes of using your microphone?
Hang on. What's he gonna say? Let's hear what he's gonna say to me about how I'm a bad veteran. Let's.
I know what he's gonna say.
Oh, he's gonna say that he thinks that I'm not a veteran.
He's just gonna yell about how we fucking muted him because we're cowards or some shit like that. Because no, it's more because we thought that you knew how to work a computer and you could unmute yourself.
But unfortunately, that was expecting too much.
How dare you expect somebody on the internet knows how to work a computer?
Though I do suspect that he was in some house where he couldn't yell, and so he like walked to the park while his mic was on or something, and then like
a fucking halfway house.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I can't yell either, but you know, I was able to keep my mouth under control and talk at a reasonable volume. So, I mean, even though I was literally shaking. I mean, I'm just saying.
When you're as angry as he is, it's hard not to shout. He had to go to a private place.
He probably was sitting outside a closed Starbucks. Let's be real.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
I own a log cabin on a lake. Is that the only thing you own?
Yeah. I just got pissed off because it was Angry MGTOW kept going and then had this guy continuing to go for him, even though it was so busted, so incredibly busted. So I did kind of fly off the handle. I was definitely actually pissed myself, to be perfectly honest, because when people are so in the wrong at a certain point, and they fucking keep going, you do kind of want to give a piece of your mind occasionally, just because it's easy, just if for no other reason. Because sometimes you do want to kick people while they're down if they will refuse to not just, tap out.
Guys, did you guys know that you're too cowardly?
Speaking of tapping out, somebody leave. I want to give this cunt another chance. I want to give Feminazi Slayer another chance.
Do I have to leave again?
No, my vote this time is Yobi. I don't know why. I just don't like.
I vote with Schmeckle. What's your vote?
I just asked.
No, I want to stay.
I just asked.
You guys,
Andy.
I didn't ask you for your vote.
I'm tired.
I'm talking about you, not to you.
I'm tired, and this fucking retard just keeps telling me I need cats. So
I just asked, motherfuckers, I just asked Andy Worski if he wants to come on or not.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Actually, invite Andy instead.
We need Politipod and the rest out so that we can get Worski in.
Oh yeah, get Worski
Okay,
in here so I can
Politipod's
tell him I'm gonna steal his Tinkerbell.
now I don't want to leave.
Wow.
Okay,
well,
my vote is still for Yobi then.
I second the
don't know
motion.
why.
In
I'm
favor.
sorry, cunt. Nothing
No, I don't
personal.
want to leave. I vote to stay.
I left so you didn't have to leave last time, man. Come on.
Oh, Feminazi Slayer would prefer to have this conversation in person.
Yeah,
You can have the conversation with.
I'll show
hang
you
on,
what
this is gonna be fucking
Wait a minute.
cyberbullying.
You want to have
You can have a conversation with my fucking 9.
you want to have a conversation in person so that you can result to violence instead of actually using your brain, which I sincerely doubt you actually have.
I'll have you
Let's be
know,
honest.
I am 8'6", made of solid, and I used to be a Marine in the secret Marine Corps, which is more hardcore than the regular one.
I'll have you know I
will
graduated top of my
fight you.
class from the Navy SEALs. I have over 300 confirmed kills.
You are in. I'm an agent of steel.
An agent of steel.
I actually have the Iron Fist, so I mean, if you wanna play that card, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Marine.
The shaved head.
Get Worski in here.
The sad thing is that honestly, Feminazi Slayer, the shitty thing is you're wasting your time. You're fucking talking shit to me. I'm a gay guy that all I do is criticize feminism practically. Jeff and Memory are the least fucking feminist people ever. So ultimately, if your problem that you have, you could
in your own mind.
Yeah, you could theoretically just leave everybody alone because perfectly honestly, if you want to intellectually defeat your opponents, definitely don't get in our way because we're doing a pretty good job. Don't waste our time because we're doing an okay job of it on our own. We're doing a lot better than you are.
I mean, really, 1 second. Mocha says,
wait, he's gone.
Ooh, Marine Recon.
Failure speaking.
To failure.
Mocha says to tell you guys to quit freaking out. Jeff Holliday's real name is out there, and he has nothing that leads to him. He's like me. We're paperless for a reason. The problem is the P.O. box. I think that's the biggest.
The pro. I'd say the bigger problem is the CPS thing, not the doxing at all.
I don't think doxing's the
It's
real
not like
issue.
super secret. The issue, okay, there's the doxing, which is fucked up. Okay, that's already fucked up anyway. But once you bring kids into it, you piss off the entire fucking internet. That's what I'm saying.
I don't even like kids.
Yeah.
I know you don't, but they don't give a shit. You don't fuck with people's kids. Like that's sacrosanct. You don't fucking do it.
Well, and they're doubling down about it.
So-
They're doubling down about it. Like you
Worski
can't,
going
you
on?
absolutely like if like you have to understand, dude. If you come on this stream and you double down in front of all of us who are friends with them, like we have to get involved because you need to actually definitely know that this is not acceptable to us. Because if we don't say anything, then we are somewhat complicit in you being a fuckhead.
Well, the problem here, really, is that this is now out of our hands. It's even out of Jeff's hands. There's nothing he can do. Once you, like,
Yeah,
that's why you don't fucking do this shit. Because you make enemies you didn't know you fucking had, and they're a lot smarter, and they're a lot fucking better, and they will find you. And that's it. Like, you don't fuck with people's kids. You don't bring them into it, because now you pissed off people you didn't even know you pissed off.
People who probably don't even know Jeff.
Right, you
They
might
don't
piss
care
off
if they
people
know
that
Jeff.
like don't even like Jeff. Like you could you threaten people's kids. You could have someone.
Oh my God.
Like hypothetically, Lacey Green's been talking to Jeff lately.
You know
she
what's funny
has
about
an
this?
audience that would
Actually,
dwarf
that's a
everyone
really
who's been
good
on
point.
this hangout tonight.
What's that, Pod?
Really funny. The man who's making fun of us is the same guy who has fucking prank videos on his channel that he uploaded.
Exactly.
I've been looking at
Are
their
they his
videos.
prank videos or
Oh
are they
yes, they
stolen
are,
prank
and they're videos of his
Yes,
ugly mug. And I can
prank
show it.
videos.
Can I show his ugly mug, or is that
Yes.
Add to it.
Yeah.
There's
No, fuck him.
I mean, I show my ugly mug. He put it on the
There's,
internet.
No, and
We're
what
getting him
No, but it
views.
isn't.
We're
When
getting
someone
him
puts
views.
themselves out
look,
there,
look at that fucking like to dislike ratio, boyo. Oh shit.
Nice. You're better at this than us, eh?
He looks like some Antifa.
Guys,
You look like a
he's
fucking
fucking better
soldier
than
with
you,
that
okay?
fucking goatee, boy.
He's fucking better than you.
He
Okay,
really
much
is.
better.
Much better.
He looks like women would run away from him.
Let's look at his fucking videos here. Okay.
But what Base Marlon was saying is that like that it comes out of everyone's hands the second he did that. That's exactly what I was saying before to
yes,
them. I
because
was
you
like,
have the deeper web all over it. They've never had
The
any
deep
contact
web.
with either of them, and they don't give a shit. What
Yeah.
they give a shit about is you fucking involved kids, and now your ass is grass. That's how that shit works. They don't fuck around, and I'm sorry, but that's what I've been trying to say this whole time.
yeah, and
We
I
can
was saying
sit
that.
here and nitpick and debate, but he's already getting doxxed. His shit's already getting found out.
Yeah.
He needs to start covering his ass now.
Yeah, that's
Guy
what I was
makes-
telling.
Yeah,
I was,
but here's
before
the
you
thing.
got on here, I was saying exactly that. I was like, the best thing for you two is just to walk away and never talk about this again as best as you can.
There's another angry
Yeah.
white knight in the chat. Has anybody seen him?
Which one?
He
Is he?
his fang was-
There's another one, Lotus Wolf.
no
Lotus Wolf is our friend.
No,
Is he?
This is not.
No,
No,
Lotus
Lotus
Wolf is
Okay.
trolling.
She's cool people.
Yeah, she's our friend. She's cool.
I have no idea
So,
who she is. So
guys,
Now I
She's
know.
budget
Alright.
peach. We love her.
Ah, okay.
Guys, what was that?
Peach.
What's that there,
Lotus
Pod?
Wolf is her own, it's
so
her own
he's-
thing.
Oh,
He's-
Nick's here. Wizard of Cause is here.
Hey,
Oh
Nick.
no,
Hey, what's up? Nick?
Excellent.
Hey Nick, how you doing?
you got pants on this time?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you wearing all of your pants now instead of just most of it?
What was that there, Pod? What were
I
you
said,
gonna
do you
say?
enjoy our selection of PA's
Who came in?
PSH prank video 18 through 1? Which
someone-
No, Nick's in the chat. He's not in the hangout at the
about-
moment.
would you guys like to watch Poop
Invite-
in Urinal?
See if you can invite
I'll invite
Andy
Nick.
Worski.
No, that's okay.
Should I invite Nick in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go in.
Yeah, send him a link.
Go ahead.
He says he's wearing a sarong right now, so that should be interesting.
A Sarwong?
A sarthong?
Good luck with a smudge.
Sarthong.
Yes.
All right.
Um,
Good.
A sarong,
with the-
so literally no
Hey, Nick.
pants.
Nick, check your DMs, bud.
Okay.
Smudge, good luck with the thumbnail for this fucking episode, buddy.
Oh Jesus!
Well, here's the thing.
Comes on with any part of his genital showing, I will travel to his place of residence.
Oh.
Well, and
Revenance
here's-
is the word of the night. The place of revenance.
Pause. How you doing?
Yeah. So failure. I actually already made the thumbnail because this was supposed to be a short Easter themed stream, and look at the chaos that has come from this. All right, I'm glad I already did the thumbnail.
Doing a zombie Jesus themed stream.
isn't it?
This
I'm
is just what
glad
we
I-
get for doing zombie
Hey,
Jesus
Wizard
stream.
of Claus, how you doing?
I am glad I already did the thumbnail because this insanity is already giving me a headache.
Anyway,
Can you imagine
how are you
how
tonight,
fucking
Nick?
people you would have had to have included in this?
I wouldn't have. I couldn't do it.
Let Nick answer the question, you bastards.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, I was just saying it was a mostly good day.
Was it mostly good day?
Bike broke down.
Mostly good?
Yeah, I think my fuel pump went today.
Oh.
That's
Do you have to pull the tank to do yours? Because mine had an access panel. I got lucky.
Oh, not even. No, the shit literally sits right across from the reserve tank, so it's easy to get to. And if that's a problem, it means $15 in a week.
Hey, Wizard of Claus, can you say my name?
Depends on who said that.
He's the one with the dog avatar.
Okay.
Yeah, can you pronounce it?
I feel like I'm walking into a trap here.
Yeah,
You are.
fuck the OB axis. We have a more important question. What do you think?
I just wanted to know if you could say my
Jeff?
name correctly.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I was looking at it and I was thinking I'm like, is it like Yobaxis? Because that would be
No, that's incorrect.
Yobiaxis.
There you go. You got it right. Yobi Axis.
Okay.
I only asked because most people get it wrong.
The first thought was Yobiaxis. I'm looking, I'm like, what's an easier way to say that without
Jeff, you're roboting real bad.
Yeah.
He's not Jeff.
That is.
Oh, sorry. I've been
Wizard of
freaking-
Claus, you're robot.
He's fixing it.
He's like, I am not Jeff, damn it.
I have actually been on their fucking dual channel.
I
thing,
know,
so, yeah.
dude. I had a jealousy boner the size of my face, and I
had
have a
a
7
jealous-
head. I don't have a 4 head or a 5 head. I have a 7 head.
I was so happy when they asked me.
Head cunt. It wraps around the back of your skull.
Okay, 37 head. Fuck you.
So
You know what? I thought you had a hand for a head.
Again, starting sentences with I thought does not suit you.
It's not so much a hand as a thumb.
Nick, test your sound.
Well, I tried to say something. Earlier.
Oh yeah, you sound good.
You sound fine. Sorry, we're being cunt stream people.
Yeah, I know. I mean, without without exposed nuts, you got to deal with what you've got, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't even have electrical tape on camera right now. I can fix that.
Excuse me.
You're excused by.
Patriarchy Bear does not have a wrench.
Oh my
Who the
god.
fuck is Patriarchy
What the
Bear?
fuck kind of patriarchy are you running here? Do you have a wrench?
Not
I
enough
know. He
sandwiches.
can't even oppress the women's, man.
I mean, I'm wrench proof, so please give him a wrench.
Listen, without a wrench, nothing more than a
that is. But
and
You know what kind of world I'm living in where the patriarchy can't oppress me, okay?
It's triggering, really.
You know, I get into that shit.
There you go, new friend. You got a wrench.
All right.
How is Patriarchy Bear a new friend? Never mind. We're not going there.
You question.
I have no idea who that cunt
How
is.
did that go, by the way? The questioning angry MGTOW and Jeff Holiday about
Oh, well, if you
That was beautiful.
Well,
more
let's everybody
beautifully
give a
than I could have
summation
ever
of the
imagined.
story.
Like, I almost cried. It was so beautiful because
Did he show up here?
yeah, Angry MGTOW was in here first, and then someone sent Jeff the link. Jeff was mad for about a minute, and then Jeff tried to ask him what he planned to accomplish, and we rephrased it as nicely as we could. And we all
times.
sat there staring at him for like 30 seconds, and nothing happened. So I started whistling the Jeopardy theme, and he left.
Oh, so he's as much a
It
fact
was-
team on his own channel.
The second Jeff brought his kid on camera.
Yeah, he just
as soon as his kid was visible,
between that and the fact that the dude acts like, basically, imagine if you gave Wreck-It Ralph retort serious brain damage. That's kind of what I imagine Angry being. And the fact
I'm sorry, I have a lot more respect
and the fact
for Ralph.
the fact that this sad card wanted to step forward.
Motherfuckers, real quick.
Sorry, motherfucker.
Nick, I gotta meet you real quick. So I'm gonna get Andy on real quick. He wants to know what's going on.
Sorry, Pod.
We don't have room, so Pod, you're out. Please don't be offended. I'm booting you just because we need room.
I got it. It's fine.
Bow out.
Okay. But don't. Oh, he left by himself. I didn't get to mute it. Boot him.
Well, it's good. It's good.
He cock-blocked you.
But then he can come back.
Yeah. He should be allowed to come back.
Quick. Real quick. Who's going to explain everything to Andy? And only one person. All right, Raph.
Let's give it to Raph.
Raph and nobody else talk over Raph because Andy's going to only be on real quick and he needs to go to bed.
Okay.
So, gave him a link.
Go ahead.
Everybody's all quiet and in anticipation.
Now I'm actually nervous. Shit.
We're all just
I'm drinking, so
I had a one-on-one talk with Bearings, so I'm not nervous at all.
You
I'm
need
so
to make
proud of
sure
you.
he stays around for a couple minutes afterwards, though, because I have a serious question for him regarding the relationship between him and Chris.
Oh my!
Well, Baron already talked about
I'm
that.
Step out and have a smoke so Andy Warski and I can continue being ships in the night.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Do that
is
cancer
I'm
thing,
gonna
Nick.
punch Andy in the throat, and then I'm gonna kidnap Chris. And he's gonna be mine.
Kinky.
That's hot.
So, Mama, I'm gonna need to see that on your channel. I want to see this.
I'm going to VidCon, and I'm gonna wear my GoPro on my chest and have a ticker counter for every time somebody looks at my
It's gonna bounce around too much if you put it on your chest. Your shoulder might be a better call.
That's not as much fun, and don't kill my Buzz. Your new name will be Buzzkill.
I was making a reference to how large your breasts are, Mama. Come on. Let
They
it
are
happen.
freakishly large, and I didn't really realize that until I started to lose weight, and I'm like, oh god, I look like an anime chick. It's so sad.
Huge right before your fucking eyes. Have you never looked down?
I tried.
I have, but I've had them my whole life. Okay,
Yeah,
I got used to them.
There should be more girls that have big asses.
That, right?
This is what
But
I
I
was
don't-
trying to tell you guys earlier. If you have big boobs and they're attached to you, they're not as fun. They're yours.
They're not as fun, but you know they're there.
If you
This
have a
is what
big ass
happens
and
when we're
it's
waiting
attached
for a
you,
guest to
it's
show
fun.
up. We start talking about other guest boobs.
I don't mind. It's fine.
Nazi Slayer in the chat says CPS wants to hear that bong hit.
You're totally Jeff, right? You're Jeff. You're Jeff. You're all Jeff.
Is it? Are we gonna?
Yes,
Are we gonna
Nazi
this day?
Slayer, I would like to
I
say
am Jeff Holiday.
I'm
this monkey avatar is just a guise for Jeff. You can hear from the voice. I'm clearly Jeff. You know how Jeff sounds like a child.
When Andy gets on,
no, that's just me.
Okay, when Andy gets on, after I explain the situation, we should all do a Spartacus thing, including Andy.
I am Jeff.
No, I am Jeff Holiday.
I am Jeff Holiday.
I am Jeff Holiday.
Patriarchy Bear is Jeff Holiday.
Oh,
Yes,
sniggles.
we Jeff Holiday.
I just remember the name. I just wish I remembered the name of the singer for Korn.
Politipod sad.
Jonathan Davis.
I am Jonathan Davis.
I am Jonathan Davis. Okay, so what happens if CPS gets sent to Jonathan Davis's house by mistake? like
then,
what
then
if
Fred, hang on. Then Fred Durst comes out of his doghouse and he runs at them with a cleaver until they leave. Because the motherfucker's got to work somehow.
I mean, he's got to pay rent for the doghouse somehow.
I would have said chainsaw. because that way at least he could have sang his.
Oh right, right from that song.
I got a chainsaw.
Yeah, who the hell is making all that fucking noise?
Who's
That would be
waiting?
Nick.
I
Nick
think
is
we should boot Yobi just
again.
It was Yobi.
It was Yobi.
Oh, it was Yobi.
You know what? I'm just gonna boot him.
That was my fan.
I'm working. I don't know why, but I don't like the guy, so I'm just gonna.
To be fair, Yobi is a dog, so it makes sense that he would be flapping his ears in the.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. He didn't get booted.
No, don't boot me. I made a mistake.
That's what you think.
All right.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Buttons were pressed.
And now
Terrible microphone noise was that.
So we're playing Whack-a-Pleb until Andy shows up. Does anyone want to invite someone else they don't like so we can play more Whack-a-Pleb? This is a fun game for me.
I should wait.
We get caramel corn on here.
Wait. Side chat.
Bane.
We can't whack Pleb.
Wait,
I mean, we can
to
whack
say it
Bane.
out loud. It was in the side chat.
Back.
Oh, but we
Excuse
can
me,
whack
sir.
this one.
Sir, please, don't, boss, please.
We need the room. We have some. Actually, we don't need the room, do we?
No,
We have-
sir. That's why I was sick. Coming back, sir.
Also,
Dude, if you say sir one more time, you will be kicked for being too goddamn polite on
He
the
said he
stream.
can't join us full.
Yeah.
It's not. It shouldn't be full now.
1, 2, 3,
Can't
4,
join.
5,
It's
6,
full.
7, 8.
You gotta go, Politipod.
Oh.
So saith Andy Worth.
That was some honorable seppuku right there.
He left before I could eject again.
To be fair, though,
And you just need to be a bit. You just need to stop thinking about England and move a bit faster. You'll eject.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't be America in World War II. Involve yourself sooner.
No, you're not familiar with the term "think of England," are you?
No, off the top of my head, but I have been drinking.
Okay.
Is it anything like think about baseball?
Yeah, it's quite a bit like that.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah, but you just think of something boring that way. I don't need to explain this anymore, do I?
No, you really don't.
Okay, there are people in the chat waiting for Andy. They
I
say
hate furries.
They can't stay hard forever.
They're fucking weird. I'm gonna say it. Furries are fucking weird, and they're fucking everywhere.
They are fucking weird. I mean, that's a true fact.
That's
You know what I blame?
They were weird. I didn't know they were everywhere.
That's why deer hunting
Like
is legal.
everybody you know knows somebody who's a fucking furry. It's like 2 degrees of separation from a fucking furry.
I'm gonna call CPS on Andy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, get Undo into a safe place.
I blame Zootopia.
Well, honestly, I'm about to call Fish and Game on base. Mama seems to want to go hunting.
For what?
Furries.
I fucking hate furries.
I know.
I
So you want to go
do.
hunting them, but you don't have your license yet.
Yeah, it's like you have to be properly licensed to go furry hunting.
Is like here's the thing. Like as much of a pest as a furry population can be, they are the natural predators of weebs, and you don't want a weeb infestation. Otherwise, well then.
Oh
why
god,
are-
I know.
Well, fuck you. Don't take away my anime.
Oh, Solange, you're okay.
All right.
You don't try to learn Japanese for
No,
that.
it's all about the ecosystem. Is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Right. Won't somebody think of the weebs?
I know. Well, that's why we listen. That's why we issue juggalo hunting permits too. You can't take them all out, no matter how much you want to, but they are essential. Keeping other populations of pests you don't want. You know, it's kind of
Wait a
like
minute, which pests are the juggalos keeping down?
I'm not really sure. I mean, like, but then again, like when you see a house centipede and it gets away from you, and you're like, well, it's gonna eat something. Do you know what it's eating? You can't be certain. You just know it's eating something.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe they're the ones that are keeping the otherkin population down.
There we go. See, look at that. Look at that ecosystem in work. I mean, like, granted, it's all in the human imagination, but all the same, it's important to maintain that healthy social media ecosystem that spills out IRL to the point where drunk people in towny bars go juggalo hunting. And I've known people who've done that. So
I plead the fifth that I have not been drinking. No.
Fuck. You've got a brown paper bag sitting right next to you and you're playing with a knife. I'm pretty
Shut
sure
up.
you've been drinking.
Shut up.
You're on the internet at what, fucking 3, 4 in the morning? Yes.
No, Jesus fucking Christ, Wrath, you look like that. I doubt you've not been drinking.
Honestly, like, I think the last time you weren't drinking was when, like, you said, no, just shave tomorrow.
So is Andy not going to come in now?
He said he's going to use his phone. 1 second, I'm on.
Oh, okay.
Stop being so
Andy
snippy,
said,
Queen.
actually, Prince of Queens is here, so I'm not joining. Fuck that cunt, that piece of garbage.
You see,
no, I thought we were getting married.
Lulu, you misunderstand me. I'm not saying that, you know, juggalos are some kind of pest that need to be exterminated. I'm saying, you know, the populations, they need to be, like, managed so that they can be present just enough to eat lesser pests, but also bountiful enough to feed higher pests, such as, I suppose, pop fans or people who think Rush is a good band.
Or Nickelback fans.
Yeah, exactly. Look, there's a reason that like these populations are allowed to exist despite their pestilence. You know, that voice. You know, I can't say Rush is a bad band. I could just say it's terrible to listen to. Those are both fair statements.
I went to a Nickelback concert once, and I only stayed because Danko Jones opened for them.
All right, and would you like to eject?
I didn't. I stayed for Danko Jones and then left.
See, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, like, I could
Fuck
say
you.
No, I could say Nickelback fans were like a population that were necessary for the ecosystem, but they've long since gone extinct. So we don't really need to worry about whatever pests they were eating because, I don't know, they all became One Direction fans, perhaps? I'm not sure. I've kind of lost.
I think they had One Direction fans as in their children because somehow they managed to reproduce.
Yeah, that's true. Well, once Nickelback wasn't really like making new albums all the time, they had plenty of time.
It's true. That's what I'm saying is.
So they just made like fat and flappy, sloppy love to each other to the tune of Photograph, right? And then, you know, after several bouts of praying to the fertility gods, a new young hybrid was born.
Is that
another concept going to need to be.
What is this?
Who's Kangaroo?
Kangaroo.
Hi.
Guys.
You're not Andy Worski, so we're kind of suspicious. But it's fine because there's one more space for Andy Worski.
We got your favorite thing, disappointment.
So about that band Nickelback, you know, people complain about us having to hear them. You know, it's hard on our ears. But I think we should talk about the real victim in the situation of Nickelback existing, and that's the band Creed. Because prior to Nickelback, Creed was the king of the awful bands.
Yeah, it's true. The Creed fan population was annihilated by the genocide brought on to them by the Nickelback fans.
Yeah, but that's kind of like when like people who think they know indie film because they're Tarantino fans suddenly have a Guillermo del Toro fan come up to them, right? And it's like, oh, look at that effort! Look at that effort! That's adorable.
Who is this Kangaroo dude?
I haven't the first clue.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kangaroo.
Yeah, now you kick me out if you want something, bigger man.
Let him fucking speak.
I am not a MGTOW.
No problem, but we're just waiting for Andy to come on. So, guys, real quick, welcome Andy. So, can you hear us, man? All right. So, Raph is. All right, Kangaroo, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Andy Ward backstage.
All right, so Andy, I'm gonna quickly update you on what's been going on. So, basically, as you may have seen on Twitter, Angry MGTOWs threatens to call CPS on Jeff Holiday because, quote unquote, Jeff Holiday smokes weed, even though, as confirmed on this stream earlier tonight, Jeff Holiday hasn't smoked weed in over 5 years. Also, So Jeff Holiday and Angry MGTOW were simultaneously on here, and Angry MGTOW was given the chance to make his case on how he would benefit from reporting Jeff. We restated the question several times, so there was no misinformation or misunderstanding. By the way, you have a phenomenal neck, Andy. Just top notch.
Thank you.
But also, he sat there. We all sat there silently for like 15 seconds, and when I started whistling the Jeopardy theme, he left the hangout.
Oh, while simultaneously, what prompted him to leave?
The question that we asked him, what does he stand to benefit
Jeff's
with reporting
kid.
Jeff?
Guys, I thought we had an agreement. Just let Raph talk.
Okay.
Yo, I just wanted to ask one thing. His tweet, what was it exactly?
I don't have it right in front of me. But
Is it like I'm smoking weed beside the kid right now?
Like a Jeff tweet that supposedly incriminated him.
Okay.
I haven't seen such a thing. It's
a bunch of shit from
Raph.
Let's see. I haven't. So does pot. I'm reading the tweet. Does pot? I haven't smoked pot in years. You dumb shit. It's legal here anyway. Oh my god, this is too funny. So, Angry MGTOW said he allegedly does pot around his kid. It can damage his brain. That's child abuse. He needs to be called out for it.
See, Angry MGTOW has no evidence of this.
None whatsoever.
Yeah, and also like I'm thinking like even if Jeff did smoke weed, I'm pretty sure memory would be watching the kid during that time.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think he's chilling with a kid smoking weed with him sitting next to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they have a part.
Real quick, Andy. So Jeff did come on, and he confirmed he hasn't smoked weed in 5 years.
So yeah. Well, that as well as we look at Angry MGTOW. It's like, why are you trying to do this? This is the ultimate fucking. I wouldn't even say backstab. I'm not saying they're friends or anything, but like to my worst enemy, like Franny, for example, I would never ever do something like this, especially with no evidence. Just bringing CPS in this right now is showing like incrimination at some point.
Crossing the line, man.
Yeah, just bad internet etiquette.
Dude, just
and it's
honestly,
like,
Andy, do you know MGTOW? Have you ever seen any of his shit?
Who's that? Sorry?
Angry MGTOW. Have you seen any of his content?
Yo, and here's the thing. And here's the thing is a lot of people, even on our side or whatever, like if you want to call it that, have been cool with him and think of him like as a troll. I've always disliked this guy. He's had this creepy vibe from him since day one.
It's one of these things, though.
No, I got that the first time.
Yeah,
he's got 12,000 subscribers that he's built up, and he's got this weird kind of cult who are like, yeah, we're gonna go to war, we're gonna win the war. That's about it.
Yeah,
and the moment genuine attention is splashed on this cretinous little piece of shit, it's going to be very abundantly clear to anyone who looks at him that he's fucking retarded. I don't think it's really much. I don't think there's a lot of gray area there.
Like there are some people, I'm not going to say exactly who, but have sort of been giving him this attention, and I'm sort of like, guys, don't you really see he's not a troll? This is a guy. See, we think of it like a troll because he's so fucking ridiculous. But the thing is, that's who he is. The ridiculous side that you see isn't someone who knows he's fucking with someone. It's someone who's just fucking outlandish.
Well, no,
it's
it's one of these things. I mean, the whole Poe's Law thing exists because in this day and age, it genuinely can be difficult to believe someone could be that genuinely fucking malignant. Plain flat out retarded, but it turns out that these people do exist.
Well, he's saying that, like, on his stream with Bearing, he says that, like, women shouldn't be able to vote. And I look at like MGTOWs, I hear some of the shit that they say, and I go, whatever, it's ridiculous in my opinion, but you know, I could see where they're coming from. But this guy has actual beliefs that are inhumane, and now that he's threatening one of my fucking buddies, it's on. He's trying to find someone to dox him. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
One of Angry MGTOW's little cronies is in the chat right now going, "We have Jeff's address."
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well,
is that cunt still here?
He is, yeah.
Of course.
Well, here's the thing is too.
He has nothing to do with his life.
And Andy, there's some important details that were left out. It's not just that Angry MGTOW like made this video and blah 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 blah, and which was already bad enough. But he even went so far as to start sending our friend Edindro. Do you know Edindro?
No, I've never heard of him.
He's a dog avatar.
Yeah, he's
cool.
he's friends with Bering, and he's like probably like 5,000 something subscribers or so, so he's been around for a little while, and he's my friend, and Edindro has convinced Angry MGTOW that they're friends over the past couple months, but it's it's a little bit of a facade, and he started sending Edindro a bunch of like deeper dirt in Twitter. In DMs, and it was like saying that they're gonna have like a secret MGTOW meeting, how they're gonna dox Jeff, and and so we have all of that in text.
Wait, sorry. Maybe because I've been drinking all tonight and I'm pretty drunk right now. I'm not gonna lie. But
good on you.
But what did Jeff do exactly to fucking deserve
I'll explain it real quick.
He jumped into one of Angry MGTOW's streams when he was basically like the entire setup of the stream was he was just gonna shit on some dumb American and be a dickhead to her. And Jeff came in and started talking to him. He was pretty respectful, but then he just started saying, "You're a po, and I love you because you're hilarious, and you're an idiot," and that was that. And he laughed at him and made he made an ass of him.
And who said you're a po?
Jeff told Angry MGTOW he's a po, and he said that's why I love you, and that's why I love seeing you on YouTube, the shit that you do. But and then dude has just lost his shit. Basically, he had Jeff come on. Jeff did his Jeff thing, laughed at the motherfucker, and now he's really salty. So he's like, "I'm gonna go after his kids." The end of the stream, he's straight up screaming, "They're afraid of us because we're winning the war." Like, what fucking war, man?
Even though it's meaningless now too, he also called for his fans to flag all of Jeff's videos.
Like, honestly, motherfucker, say you're going your own way, just go there.
And you know what's funny too is I actually saw this pretty recently too with Cognitive Thought. Some guy was like trolling him on his streams, and then Cognitive Thought sent him a Pepe meme, and then the guy got a Cognitive Thought's Twitter removed. Fucking Pepe meme. Now I'm thinking of it like, you know what's funny is like all of us on, I would say our general side. We want to debate people and maybe get into an argument here and there. But I would never go as far as to fucking dox someone or ban someone or any of this bullshit. They're just like, why are they even on YouTube?
There's no ill will, man. That's the thing.
Like
ill will within a handful of fucking batshit crazy retards.
And also too, it's like you're like, dude, people get fucking killed for fucking with people's kids. Don't you ever fuck with someone's kids. Like Angry MGTOW, if he ever hears this, dude, like you're lucky. Like Jeff is a nice guy and he probably won't do anything. But like this is the same situation with certain people that get so heated it becomes a fucking law thing where lawyers need to be involved and judges. Like he better watch the fuck out, because if you dox someone and then say the kids and child protection like services because he fucking said one little insult to you, you're fucked in the head. You are fucking sick in the head. Like,
also, Andy, real quick, it's against the law to falsely report to CPS. What was it, Raph? Do you remember?
It's I have the link to it. I can pull it up real quick.
Was it Class A misdemeanor?
The first time, Class D felony the second time.
Yeah, Class A misdemeanor on first offense. Now, my question is there, and what is the penalty, or would it be perhaps just an enhancement if he's inciting others to do the same?
Yeah, honestly, this seems like
it's not a
something
felony.
beyond. Like this seems beyond what we would say as like drama, like YouTube drama. This is, you've now brought real life into this. You've brought like lives. You've brought family members into this. Yeah. This is beyond, like, honestly, when I hear people having drama online, I don't care. I have drama with people. It's funny sometimes. It's entertaining. But I would never, like Franny would never, any of the SJWs would never, except for the ones who phone like bosses and shit. But that's like an extreme case. But we would never bring in actual people into this who are not part of this.
I want to watch what exactly Jeff said to him, because from my understanding, like, he really didn't know Jeff or whatever. And for him to go to the point, like, ask him, so how do you know he has a kid? How do you know any of this? It means you must have, like, dug for some information. And his response was, oh, I was just on his Patreon page, and you can see he has a kid. Like, all right, if you're not looking to fucking support somebody, why are you on their Patreon page?
Yeah, you're already being a little soccer.
Like, I've never seen Jeff's Patreon myself, and I've been following Jeff for around a year. I just, because I know I can't afford to support everyone.
Yeah.
I just, like, so, like, I haven't even seen his Patreon. And, yeah.
One of the things I kind of want to mention is just that, like, this can be a sobering moment for anybody who has any illusions that it's only the SJWs and the feminists who do, like, fucking crazy ass shit.
100%. I've honestly, like, I've even fucking said this before. It's like, it's not the section of person, whether it be SJW or anti-SJW or MGTOW, whatever. It's the kind of person. This is why, like, certain feminists I can get along with and have okay chats with and not, like, bash them because I'm like, whatever, you're a nice person, whatever.
Earlier I mentioned something. I think we should reach out to any MGTOWs that are willing to talk to us to kind of, like, be like, wait, can I finish real quick? To be like, show that, doxing is not okay. This person in your community or whatever in MGTOW
I was trying to reach out and he's following me, I think, but Sandman.
Oh yeah, I know Sandman.
I know of Sandman.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, there's a few MGTOW people. As much as I've, like, made fun of them in the past, a few of them I could see some of their points, and they're fine people. And if they're gonna, like, just leave women alone, that's completely fine. That's their choice. I can
talked to
disagree.
Paul Elam. Paul Elam is MGTOW, but he has to.
I don't think Paul Elam is MGTOW just so far as to make sure that MGTOW doesn't attack him, is what I think, to be honest.
Does anyone know Spetsnaz?
Well, we look at someone like, for example, Steve Shives. We make fun of him all the time and we bash him and this and that, but Steve Shives, the worst he does is block you, and that means nothing. Blocking's fine. It's like, and we make fun of it. But then when we head into, like, a way more serious fucking territory, this isn't like about views or, like, drama for entertainment value.
Andy, also, he doubled down. He totally kept going, and in our chat, like, trying to, like, keep talking shit, saying that Jeff's kids is going to get taken away, even though we were like, dude, this is not going to end well for you. Like,
even while he was still on, he fully admitted he had no evidence.
Yeah, but this piece of shit, loves to run around.
It's worth it.
Well,
this guy likes to run around. Nick,
you're
roboting really hard.
Check out my screen share real quick. Here's one of the things he dropped in the chat. He says Jeff's gonna lose his kid. Gotta go. So
he kept saying shit like that. Like, he would not stop. Like, and we were like, dude, like, it is illegal what you are doing. You're gonna fucking and he has a little fan that was in the chat, and he was like, yeah, we'll put him in front of a fucking jury. put him in front of a jury then, and it was like, you guys are going to go to jail if that happens. Like, are you fucking idiotic?
Well, here's the thing is too. I'll just real quick is that like we could all say, or people watching can say, oh, he'll never go through with it. It's just he's just saying it. But it doesn't matter if someone threatens to kill me, for example, I will go to the police. I have done that in the past. I have phoned the police, gave email addresses or phone numbers, and been like, look, this person said this, and put me on a white list, whatever, if I get swatted or some shit. I have done that. And when we're talking like between YouTube drama and then like talking about getting your kids removed, whether it's even a joke or just like threatening, it's beyond. It has passed a certain line. It's fucked. And you were saying failure. You were saying that TJ is making a video about this?
Yeah, Mocha just sent him all the information. He wanted all the information.
Yo, I'll make a video about this tomorrow morning too.
Yeah, well, Andy, let me offer you this then. If you're gonna make a video tomorrow, consider this. Angry Mika, one of his central things, and this is something that pissed me off because I've been through the shit, is he loves throwing out how bad men get it in family, divorce, and custody court. I've been through that shit. I've been through it for 7 fucking years. And the biggest problem I've ever had advocating for change was arguing that I'm not like idiots like him. But this motherfucker wants to talk about how bad women fuck men over in court by fucking with their children. And then he wants to go for someone's child.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to make the video faster than I will, so go for it.
Yeah, tomorrow morning I'll throw up something quick because I already have something uploaded for tomorrow evening, but this will definitely be because honestly, man, like I don't give a fuck anymore. These people, like, you have to understand the line between YouTube and life is very fucking thin, especially when we stream from our rooms and you see our backgrounds and our relationships and this and that. And honestly, like Jeff and his kid and like the shit I've heard him say about his kid, like the amount he loves him is like any father you can imagine. And the fact that someone would even threaten having that removed is just
and also knowing about Jeff's personal life with this, like Jeff's mom is like really, really, really sick. Jeff does not have parents that he can he's gotten to the point in his life where he has to be the main, figure in his family. Yeah.
Because like usually you'll have help from your parents and all this and like babysitting and whatever. Because look, my girlfriend has a nephew and a niece, and like I've taken care of them like for a few days, and like just one day taking care of them, I'm ready to fucking rip my hair out of my head because they're just it's kids. The kids are fucked, and like, but like a parent looking at a kid, it's different. That's you. You're looking at like your cells that are evolving and learning. And imagine, like just imagine right now, like the person that you love the most being ripped from your arms because a fucking YouTuber.
But honestly, Jeff is the calmest one in this. It's really Mems that is fucking freaking out over this.
No, see, I can't understand how Jeff is so calm.
I can.
Like Andy was saying,
because it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to backfire on him.
Having the thing you care the most about ripped.
Does anybody else here? Other than Based Mama, is anybody else here a father?
I am.
Okay. Yeah. How is Jeff calm? It's because that's what he needs to be.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he needs to be doing.
He's calm out of necessity. It's like it's just the old adage of people having ice in their veins. There are just certain people that, when the situation arises and shit really hits the fan, they just completely calm. And those are the people because someone who can be completely calm in a crisis, if you're causing their crisis, they will very calmly, very, very level-headedly destroy you.
Yo, I've been in like a few fights at like a bar before, like at some bars before, like where some guy is just belligerently drunk and he's yelling at you, and there's nothing more than you want to yell back and fight. But what you do is you remain pure calm, because anyone looking at the situation will see your calmness and go, well, this guy's obviously rational. He's the right one. Whereas if you're yelling, fuck this guy, like, look, if it wasn't 4 a.m. and I wasn't standing outside my house right now, and I could yell right now, and I was in my studio and it was like the afternoon, I'd be saying the most horrendous things to angry MGTOW. But for Jeff's sake and for my neighbor's sake, angry MGTOW, if you listen to this, stop it. Just go. Just walk.
He's listening.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Andy, that's
the
a nice
best
year right
advice
there.
you could ever have right now in MGTOW, go take a walk, a long walk. Long. Like, your legs should be sore when you get home. Think about what you're doing, and think about how much you don't want to be wrapped up in the legal system, because that's the direction you could head if you continue to make similar decisions to what you've made. You may already be in trouble in that regard. I'm not a lawyer, I can't say, but for the sake of you, anyone who cares about you, and if you have any respect for other human beings, especially an innocent child, stop what you're doing. Just stop that shit.
If I had any advice to give, it would be take a walk up to a cliff, walk up to the ledge, but then just sit down, dangle your feet, don't kill yourself.
Don't kill yourself. Just mull it over. Just mull it over.
Done with your life that's brought you to this point.
At least think about it.
Yeah, let me offer something. If we're doing this, let me offer this. MGTOW. You want to talk about fathers and men being stripped of their children and having to fight tooth and nail just to get served shit and go to jail. I've done all that. And I'll tell you what, in my time working with legislatures, you are the biggest impediment to any progress whatsoever. You want to talk about winning a war? You have no fucking clue what you're talking about. You need to shut the fuck up and go back to your dark little corner of whatever message board you came from and just linger there and dwell upon the pussy that never was for you. And the rest of us, those of us who've had to actually go to jail just to stay in their children's lives, none of us are grateful to you. You are a fucking pestilence. Please kindly fuck off and leave our issues alone, because you only make things worse.
Real quick, so earlier when Angry MGTOW left the stream, he put this tweet out there saying, a group of Jeff Holiday supporters are attacking me on a stream. Why not go so...
And he made this the biggest cunt stream yet.
And he also got all of one person to come get us.
Well, no. Nobody came in through that link. Nobody came in through that link until fucking stupid, not stupid, I like you, Kangaroo. You got in through this fucking link?
Sure. I couldn't find you on YouTube or anything.
We're cleverly hiding.
You snuck in. You won.
But you got a prize. We've never heard of you, and you're on the hangout with Andy Worski.
It's funny too, by the way. All of your guys' advice that you just said in your epic monologues or whatever you want to say, like that is not even. You know, when we're talking about, like, let's say fucking politics or SJWs or whatever the fuck like topic we're on right now, we always talk with passion. However, it's always amped up with a little bit of, I'm trying to be entertaining for whoever's listening and yada yada. This, I don't give a fuck who the fuck is listening. I'm not looking at how many people are watching or listening or how many people might listen to this. This is all of us. Like, this is the first time that we could all agree. Like, it's so easy when a fucking SAW is fucking, she's mad that white people blah, 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 and we're all like, fucking idiot. But when we're talking about our friend's kid, or any of you who are on this chat have a kid as well, and I just heard the very serious tones you all have, it's not a joke. It's not entertainment. This is not YouTube.
Exactly. We're
There's
past
like
the point where
there's that
anything's
line.
funny.
I don't even like kids, but I just know how much fucking it means to Jeff, and that's like fuck.
Well, and also another thing is that it is a thing where, like I was mentioning this before, ultimately he's attacking people that are opposed to the same things that he's opposed, and he's so vehement in attacking them. Like Jeff makes anti-feminist content.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he considers himself an anti-feminist, but he's, at least attacking Angry MGTOW's biggest enemy. So, like, chill the fuck out.
Yeah, and it's funny too that like what you were all saying about like divorce laws and having kids removed, and now he's trying to have Jeff's kids removed. But like we look at his belief system, and we look at MGTOWs in general. Like I like some MGTOWs out there, and I understand. I've been through the heartache of 3 and 4 failed relationships in a row where you're like, the woman using me and I feel like a piece of shit, and MGTOW sounds good. But if ultimately you cannot connect with a person, a girl, another like gender, or at least be okay with the fact that it might not last forever, if you are ultimately willing to cut off a whole other gender out of your life, and that is your belief system and how you live, almost like a vegan. But instead of vegan, it's just pussy. And pussy's amazing. And I know they mean like the relationship part of pussy, and that's where they're going to get you. But it just shows to you that they're willing to cut off people directly out of their life if it doesn't benefit them.
Yeah.
And that's why the moment you're not beneficial to a MGTOW, or most MGTOWs, I won't say all, some MGTOWs just want to go their own way and whatever, that's fine. But when you're not beneficial to Angry MGTOW, when you're not showing him what he thinks is the proper respect angle, he will get rid of your kids. He is a piece of shit. He is dead to me. And
he's a fucking rabid ideologue. Like, he is a fucking lunatic ideologue. He's not thinking for himself. He's thinking for his agenda.
Yeah. Yes. Like here's the thing too. When I say something and then like say a few weeks later, like for example, I've been like I'll say relatively pretty pro-Trump throughout November and December and January. And then I started to criticize him a little bit. And then a quarter of my fans freaked out and they're all pissed off. But how I see it is I cannot be stuck in an agenda if I don't agree with it. So if I'm not 100% with an agenda, I find that these MGTOWs, even if it makes sense, it's a closed-mindedness, just like extreme feminism. That's where I think the similarities come, where it didn't hit exactly, or like the whole conservative thing with Tommy Lauren and she was pro-abortion, and then all the conservatives fucking rammed up her ass and fucking she was suspended from her job. Angry MGTOW and most MGTOWs that I've heard like debating with each other and talking don't have that extra, okay, I'll open my ears up and listen to what you have to say. Just like if you have a disagreement with me, I'll open my ears and listen to what you have to say and maybe have a little debate with you. They don't want to debate. They just want to fuck people in the ass.
MGTOW streams literally is just them telling made-up stories about times that they didn't get laid. It's fucking ridiculous. You can tell the stories are made up. Like, when they're the kid from high school that has never touched a tit, and like it's 40-year-old virgin, like a bag of sand. They're those cunts.
Yeah, and the funny thing is too, when you hear their reasons, they'll be like, divorce laws, and then this, and then that, and it's like, have you been married before? No. Then how has it affected you? You are obviously looking for, if I'm looking for the negative cases of bad relationships, I'll find them everywhere. Because relationships end all the time. And it's easy to look at at a girl like an enemy, because sometimes they are like
It's
illogical
people.
or
There's
whatever.
fucking shitty guys. There's really shitty guys in relationships.
I can attest that there are shitty guys in relationships.
Yes. Wait. Are you gay?
Hmm?
Are you gay? Are you
I'm legitimately a homosexual. Yes, I'm as
all right.
Jeff
So you've been in relationships then,
with men, yes. As Jeff said, or Nick said, I am the gayest skeptic this side of to the left of Jessica, I think is what they said.
Amazing.
Is being gay not the most MGTOW move?
What's that?
What?
I'm just
sorry?
making a joke. Being gay would be almost
You're cutting in and out. Nobody can understand you. Refresh.
Yeah.
All right.
Look. Again, yeah. See, the gay argument too. You could look at men. Men, dude. There are some times that I could look at myself as MGTOW, and then really think about it and be objective about myself and go, no, I wasn't in the wrong there.
Well,
like I had a fight with my girlfriend 2 days ago.
Yeah,
I just snapped at her, and then she was mad at me, and then I was angry at her for being mad at me, and I'm like, fuck this, like why is she yelling at me? Why? And then I talked to my roommate, Chris, you all know him, and then I explained the situation, and he's like, yeah, you sound like a dick there, dude, and I'm like, yup.
Okay, so
mistakes.
that you have a girlfriend and that Chris is your roommate. So that answered the question I was going to ask.
Bane wanted me to share this with you guys.
but yeah.
No, but I mean, the fucking, I mean, the thing is like MGTOW. Like I've listened to the dude Spetsnaz. His videos, they're pretty interesting. I mean, they're kind of compelling. They make you think. He makes some good arguments, and the idea of like the whole male suffering element. Yeah, that's something worth considering. But I mean, it's like any other ideology. Once you give someone the opportunity to become an extremist in some way, someone's going to take it, and it's usually going to be the dumbest fuck out there. And once they take it, they don't even have a problem doing things which are despicable. They actually go as far as doing things which they deplore in others. So again, the guy wants to talk about how awful women are because they use courts to like fuck people out of their family life. Yeah, and yet he's perfectly happy to be like, well, he came on my stream and this is a war and he's my enemy and I'm gonna do that to him now. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you are as bad as the worst feminist you can possibly imagine.
Yeah, they get mad at things they would get mad at. So it's like for example, I've made videos and people are like, yeah, Friday's to be removed off of YouTube. And then I respond, no, I never said she should be removed off of YouTube. I don't think anyone who I make fun of or talk about or debunk or whatever, I don't think any of them should be removed off of YouTube. And I always make sure, when people are like, yeah, fuck black people. And I'm like, you don't get my message. I'm bashing this one black guy for being racist. And therefore, I'm not saying all, I'm saying this person, and we should all get along. Everyone complains about something. This is like the majority of YouTube. But if the moment that you take what you are mad at, like if I ever made a video and said that someone should be removed off of YouTube, that's when I'm done. That's the time that and if I have said it, it's sarcastically and like a joke wise, in case anyone tries to find some old shit of me saying that. But
already dug it up. I'll have the video.
I always say it as
video evidence.
If I have said it, I've said it as a joke, but I always respond, these people have a right to fucking talk. Everyone has a right to talk. And MGTOW, they don't want women to talk. Look, I also like, hey, look, I'll even say, like, I'll be a little bit MGTOW right now and say 75 to 80% of women are undateable in the sense of after 2 years, they're going to pull something unless you try and like save it through like compromise or talk or therapy or whatever. I'll even say a lot of women are very difficult to date and very hard to be with. But to say that all of anything is fucking retardation. Look,
Especially
a lot of men stink too. A lot of men stink horribly. They're cheaters or whatever fucking like just douchebags. But we can't look at all because there are some.
Yeah.
And and the fact that someone like disagrees a little bit with him, and he's like, "I'm gonna get your kid removed."
Dude, wait, Andy, what was really fucking funny too was he had his little white knight that came on too, who was like even crazier.
Well,
he
oh,
was like
no.
he had a little white knight that came on, and he was talking shit in the fucking chat for a while, and really talking shit, like full on fucking like bring it to blows talking shit. And so he came on and started talking some shit, and I don't really exactly remember what he was saying, but he
Well, it kind of sounded like
he was like blah 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 blah, and then we were trying to talk to him about MGTOW, and he was like, "You guys are fucking idiots. You don't understand the philosophy. You don't understand the philosophy, man." And so I said to him, I was like, "Yeah, what part of the fucking philosophy is trying to say that it's like totally acceptable to try to like steal people's kids away with CPS and shit? Like, what part of philosophy says that?" And then the guy was like, "No." And he just lost.
Here's one thing real quick that bothered me about
he lost it, and I muted him.
About Angry MGTOW, he kept saying this line, "Let CPS decide, let the courts decide." Like, no, fuck you. It's not. It's not even let them decide.
The point isn't who should decide. It's should they have been fucking called in the first place with no.
100%. But yeah. Let's let CPS fucking decide, and then they'll realize, okay, Jeff and Membry are regular parents.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
and having CPS
let's fucking
have about a year
him
of
charged.
Yeah, that's what I kept saying to him, and then the fucking motherfuckers, both of them kept saying, "You guys sound nervous. You guys sound nervous," and we're like, "Well, we're not Jeff. Like, we're just people that are pissed off at you because you're an asshole."
What's funny is when he said we sound nervous, I was sitting here literally like this, just leaning back and just like, I was like, literally, I work at a restaurant, and I was like, I was more nervous when one of our regulars threatened to order half the menu than anything that you've said.
You did say that.
Well, yeah, because the thing is, we know there's no footage of Jeff doing drugs beside his kid or hitting his kid or anything. Also, his kid in the background of the videos, whenever he's in like a live show, looks like a normal kid just playing and watching DVDs or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, he's always on his little phone and shit.
He has nothing. Obviously, we're going to be nervous. You want to know why? It's not like we're scared that he'll accomplish what he's trying to do. It's almost like being at a bar and there's an overly drunk guy who's about to fucking punch you in the face. So you have to go like, "Hey man, it's all good. It's all good, dude. Yeah, no, it's all..." Like, we're nervous in the sense of, if you're capable of this, what the fuck are you going to do? Like if this is your one thing, what's the next thing? Like, what's the next time you're going to try and dock someone?
If you're acting this way unprovoked, what happens when you get provoked?
And also, importantly, is that like if somebody gets to that point where they are like pushed to the edge that far, you try to pacify the situation because you know it's not getting better from there on out. Like if there's a drunk guy at the bar ready to throw a punch, it's not getting better for you. It's not getting better for him. It's not getting better for the bar staff. It's not getting better for fucking anyone. So just get him to chill out.
Queen, real quick. Feminazi says, "Andy, you need to take your finger out of your bum when you speak."
I'm sorry.
This is his little white knight talking shit to you now too.
To be fair, I'm on my phone. I'm using my phone right now because I'm outside.
Andy, you've been on for half an hour, man. Shouldn't you just get the fuck out of here?
Hey, don't tell Andy to leave.
Are you really trying to chase off the important guest failure?
Wait. Let me talk. Andy, when will you come back as the main guest of the Cunt Stream in the future?
I'm free starting Monday, so let me know.
So next Saturday.
Well, Monday you have Dan Soder. Remember?
Yes.
2:30.
So that's going to be at like what, 9:30 Eastern?
2:30 in the afternoon.
Cough,
If-
cough, ahem, ahem.
If I may speak for a moment.
How's next Saturday, 11 p.m. EST?
Yo, we're having. Hang
His
on.
mama's trying
On Monday. On Monday, we're having fucking. On Monday,
Let
we're
Andy
having.
talk. Let Andy talk,
We're having
damn it.
fucking Dan Soder on. He's a pretty famous comedian, which is pretty awesome. And Failure hooked that up. And then on the 9th, we have Anthony from Opie and Anthony fame. He's gonna be on here, which is fucking excellent. Like, I don't know if anyone here knows Opie and Anthony, but like, I listen to that show every fucking morning for 6 years.
Nah, man. Before even then, I used to listen to them when they were on WAAF in Boston.
Yeah. I've heard those old clips before, those cringy old fucking radio.
No, I mean, the shit they pulled back then. That was like back when radio meant something.
Well, yeah, before
I've heard some of the clips from them.
Yeah, they fucking did some like.
No, ask him about Whip 'em Out Wednesday and how that went.
100%. Well, actually, the first thing I'm gonna bring up is with Anthony is Chip Chipperson. It's like that character that Jim Norton makes.
Yeah.
Fucking home run. That actually like ruined my life for a bit, and we still imitate Chip Chipperson. And a girlfriend actually dumped me because I couldn't stop imitating him. Like ever. I remember the time when she snapped. She went off. We were driving by like a street called a deer run, and I was like, "How about deer walk or something?" So we stopped the car.
Jesus Christ!
She stopped the car and said, "Walk." And then like a couple days later, we broke up. Like it was Chip Chipperson was our life.
You know which one I really enjoyed? I really enjoyed Uncle Paul.
Chip Chipperson in his life, man. That's the takeaway from the country.
I got
Chip Chipperson in his life.
I got a quick question to ask here, just because it's strange, but we got a new guy in here, Atlas, and I have to ask, how'd you get in here?
The AM link, of course. Although I could have copied and saved the links that were being spammed earlier. I just didn't.
Okay,
Cool.
just checking.
Who are you?
Just the minor shitlord. Two things.
Lord, I like how that's a defined title.
We're like the lesser.
We need to all buy the hats. I want one of those hats, damn it.
We're the titular kingdom of shitlordery.
All right, let Alice go. For his only time speaking to Eddie Worski.
I think the worst thing they could get Jeff on is Leroy. First off, if anything, Leroy. Just the fact it's out in the open.
No, not even that. Sorry.
Technically,
Hang on. Is that a like just having that out? Is that considered a crime?
No, that's a joke.
Here's something funny. So, Memory the other night, she was talking about how they have their butt plug, the big red one.
God,
they use it as a doorstop for their bathroom.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's amazing.
And
the thing to remember too is like they live in Oregon. It's we're not talking about Utah here, where it's like, oh my god, there's not a Bible in the child's room.
Real quick, so Feminazi says MGTOW doesn't play by your made-up fairy boy rules. We're not even fucking talking about fucking MGTOW. It's about angry MGTOW.
Yeah, why don't MGTOW play by our rules? We would love that.
Well, you know what MGTOW doesn't play with, right?
Listen, isn't MGTOW about taking your ball and going home?
MGTOW don't even play by their own rules.
You're not even playing the game anymore. That's the whole
MGTOW
point.
don't even play with girls. You know?
And also playing by rules, motherfucker. I'm sorry, but the law states you could not do a false claim on CPS. They can't even follow the fucking law. They stink. It's done. There's no argument. There's no debate between fucking Angry MGTOW. When did here's a question for you. When did Angry MGTOW become a thing? I found him randomly.
I ignored him for way too long.
The first time I really paid attention to him was the other day when he just yelled at Stutter's soliloquy in a stream, and And at that point, she told me, right? And you know what I did? I forgot about it because I'm not a fucking white knight. And but I was planning to fucking listen to the stream. I just don't want to fucking like listen to the fucking dude. I just hate the fact that like the dude.
If I had remembered that, I would have invited her on.
You guys, I have to say, I've heard stories of him like yelling at women and shit like repeatedly, and I have never watched a single one of his goddamn videos. And the only time I've ever talked to him, he came into my stream because Edindro invited him. But every time I've ever been in a chat with him, he was super, super meek and quiet and like didn't ever really say anything. So I had to completely.
He was meek today. He was meek.
Yeah,
today.
yeah, exactly. When I was here today, maybe he's just a big old fucking queen. Like maybe he is actually a total fucking faggot. And if there's another gay guy in the stream, he gets all quiet and bashful.
Honestly, I listened to one of the videos where it was pre-recorded and everything. He sounds kind of autistic.
Well, that too.
May I say that, and this is not to be mean or homophobic or anything like that, but when I first heard him, like I was like, this guy sounds a bit gay.
Yeah, maybe he is.
Hey guys, James Vaughn Maxwell said there's a CPS dude in the chat at the Eldritch God who would like to come on and explain some CPS stuff.
Yeah,
just to, you know.
Oh, please.
He's cool.
Sorry, Pod.
Videos a lot.
Well, hold on a second. We don't have a regular.
20 minutes.
Before I probably get the boot, just my other thing I wanted to say. Then this is directed at Andy.
Oh no, it's always Politipod who gets the boot.
No, I want to say this to Andy anyway. Andy,
what's up, man?
I want to apologize to you.
For what?
Funny. When I screenshotted the folder and tweeted out to you, I didn't think it was going to get as big as it got.
Wait, bearings folder, you mean?
Yes, I was the one that screenshotted and tweeted it to you.
Yeah, like literally all of us here at the Warski Studios, no, I'm just joking, me and Chris, we're like, I can't wait for whatever video that is. Yo, he is definitely working on something to fuck me over.
I don't know what this is, but it sounds interesting.
Well, he has a folder. He has a folder that says that Andy's gay on it, and I do a lot of gay jokes. So I'm pretty sure he's compiling everything gay I've ever said to prove that I am gay.
Well, yeah. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a really, really low budget production of a music video of you making all the gay comments.
Nice. And just for the record, if you ever want to try it out, lots of gay guys would definitely think you were cute.
I know.
I'm absolutely not one of them. Absolutely not one of them.
Real quick,
you suck my dick,
dude. That was like the most backhanded compliment I've heard in a long time. It's like lots of gay guys would find you attractive, but bitch, it ain't me.
Real quick, Eldritch God, DM me so I can toss you the link, and let's get the little out of here.
And sorry,
let me fucking say something. Shit. Fuckers.
Go ahead.
Hey, Andy Warski, how's it going, man?
Yo, what up?
Hey, man, follow me on Twitter, man. _Politipod.
All right, yo, throw me an @ reply, and I shall do that.
Damn straight, brother, man. All right.
There we go. He was very
don't fucking follow him.
Yes, don't follow him. You will regret it immediately. There's a reason we the first one we boot.
But
Andy, and it's mostly because
doing...
it's not on camera like me.
I post 100 tweets a day, and they're all like shit and random.
Now that you're doing the daily shows, I think you should definitely have Prince of Queens on sometime.
Oh yeah, like definitely. I want to get like a bunch of people and different people each day, and then rotate through whoever's down to come back on. But I do want to promote the smaller channels too, like definitely because
Failure just told you to put me on. He said me. I just broke 9,000 subscribers like yesterday, so I would not do that.
No, you ever watched my video before?
So mad.
Failure, you just want to see him
only
on
has
Andy's token Asian.
Andy, what's that about the token Asian? What?
I just said you want to see him hit on Andy's token Asian.
Yes, I do.
Here's the thing: is it you want to be on the show to get subscribers, or you want to be on the show?
Cool.
That's the real question.
I was loving. No, I'm sorry, Andy. I have not giggled so fucking hard until I saw your response video to when you were watching people imitate yourself.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I had to pause that video several times because I was laughing so loud my neighbors were coming outside.
Good.
Like I was just out smoking.
You're
on
like,
my back
oh,
porch.
it's us.
and like my neighbor who I can see from my porch, I can see that like their backyard and stuff, came out and like looked to see if something was going on. He's just like,
real quick, Darnell, get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry, but can I just say one thing?
No, get the fuck out.
Sorry.
No,
you just did say one thing. You don't get two.
Eldridge, fucking DM me so I could toss you the link. You're the CPS expert. Come on here. Real quick, Andy, so tomorrow, Monday, well, it is, yeah, Monday, can I show my GoFundMe?
I think he left the mic, like he unplugged it or something, because he hasn't been talking for a second. He should have said something after I imitated his "it's us" thing.
He gave up on us a little while ago.
Oh, he
I
passed out.
don't care. He's still in the stream, so I'm gonna tell you right
I hear
now.
rustling. I hear rustling.
I was gonna say, did he just like pass out right in the backyard? Like Chris is gonna come out and be like, "What the fuck, man?" Like we're just gonna hear Chris randomly just like mumbling about Andy getting drunk again.
Anyway, cunts, if this cunt isn't here in about 5 minutes, I'm probably gonna shut it down. We've been going for Christ,
A day and
fucking
night and a
6
day.
hours.
Feels like for fucking ever.
I'll promote my GoFundMe. Put it in the mention.
Here,
on a side note,
I'll put it in the chat.
On a side note, failure, I'll be sure to tweet at you if MGTOW 101 gets back to me.
All right. I think Andy did fall asleep. I hear wind.
I have him on Skype.
Andy? Did he just
Okay,
have
well,
like a seizure or
at
something?
VidCon, I'm going to punch Andy in the throat and steal his Chris. I say it every time I'm in the chat, and he never reads it out. So I'm going to say it right here. I'm stealing your Tinkerbell, and he's going to be mine. Just letting you know right now.
He didn't say no. You're good.
See, there you go. See, you can't even argue. Silence is consent.
You see, and this is how female rape culture starts.
I really
All right, so it doesn't
so
sound like
cute.
God is coming on, so we're gonna shut it down. This is the part, I guess, where everybody shows
down forever.
Andy, say something about yourself. No, he's still absent. Atlas.
I'm just a minor YouTuber. I'm not concerned with views.
There we go. Based Mama.
Hello, everybody. I'm Base Mama. I have a channel. You can find me on YouTube, and I love all of you, even the assholes.
Oh, she loves me too.
Just not
I
just
do.
not the furries.
Just not the fucking
All right.
furries.
Just as long as they're not doing furry
Failure
stuff.
Well, then they wouldn't be furries, now would they?
True.
Hey guys, I'm fairly accomplished. I'm trying to show my way to VidCon. Drop the link. Drop the link. Hurry.
I already dropped the link once, bitch. God. I'm too busy
All
looking pretty
right,
on cam to do that shit twice.
Failure. If you really want to get a boost for that, you might have to give Logic a Ted.
I already gave him a gog.
The gay guy in the crown.
Oh, that is a man.
A gay man.
That is a gay man.
That is the best fucking meme you can make of him ever. Fucking Magog.
I'm Prince of Queens, and I'm going to be on the fucking Warskis, so fucking hell.
Lucky bastard.
As long as failure pulls through, thank you for failure. You roll. You are the hookup of the hookups.
You don't know how much his agent fee is yet. You're gonna be mad at him later.
I'm gonna be on the Warskis as well. Just watch. Hey Andy, can I be on the Warskis? Don't answer if I can.
Just say silence implies that you're going to invite everyone on the co-stream individually onto your show.
Consent, Andy. Silence implies consent.
Oh yeah, failure. You got to show for Liz too.
This channel.
Oh, speaking of consent, that YouTube Saints channel is pretty cool. I wonder if they're looking for.
That's the only thing I have to sign off with when he.
I really think Andy just fell asleep outside.
I
really
do. Oh, he's gone now.
Yeah.
No, the YouTube Saints is wildly entertaining. I have watched every episode, not even necessarily because I was actually on it, but I literally watched the ones before that just by happenstance.
It's because we have a great format.
The format is really helpful.
Format's amazing. I'm kind of jelly.
Yeah.
It's really don't undo.
It's very math oriented, sort of high science shit. So, I mean, yeah. So thank you for taking away the only thing I had to actually
the guys,
my own channel.
Fascinating. God. Kill yourself, Liz.
The guy's joining real quick, so don't enter the stream.
The guy's joining.
Jesus Christ, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
What guy?
At you guys like you're my fucking kids.
CPS guy, I think.
5 a.m. here, cunt.
What a grand.
Well, if you want to chill yourself, base mama, and head off to bed, I mean that's perfectly fine.
It's not wanting to go to bed. I'm yelling at you like you're my children's. The person who is CPS is coming into the stream to discuss this, so I wanted to draw your attention to that because Failure was trying to say it for about 3 minutes.
Oh, hey, Base Mama. I almost got a Quiplash in a Quiplash deck that was the Skeptic Community deck. And the question was, what does Base Mama want for her birthday? And
God, it's a meme.
And my answer was for all of her children to shrink into babies. And I almost got a Quiplash with that.
I still think the proper answer is Chris Worski's Manseed.
He said he's banned.
Who?
Eldritch's?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I booted him earlier when he popped in, and we were waiting for the other chick.
You could still invite him. Just type out his name in the invitation box when you go to where you go to get people. The link from. Yeah, add people.
I didn't know that you could undo it.
Let me ask him what his email is.
Oh my god. I think this is the first time we've had someone we wanted on that was banned. I'm surprised it took us this long, to be honest.
I've never heard that you could do it.
Well, if you kick someone, they're banned.
Yeah, no, yeah. I didn't know that you could undo that.
Yeah, you could reverse it if you add them.
Yeah, we know that you know that, Failure, and Base Mama knows why you know that.
He's even saying in the chat, talk another time. It's 5 a.m. We've been going for 6 hours. I'm gonna bring this off air. We've got just Wiz who has to say something about himself, then the co-hosts. Do that quick.
Yeah, I've got a channel. Maybe go check it out.
There we are. That's more introduction. That's more than he got at the end of the last one.
I mean, most of you know us by now, so.
Nobody knows who you are. I don't know who you are.
No. I'm apparently the lesser co-host now because my job makes it hard for me to be here on time. I'm the Wrath of Controversy, also known as the white supremacist with a beard, apparently, because everyone thinks I'm a fucking skinhead because bad genetics. So follow me and check out my channel if you support bad hair genetics or awful rings.
There we are, and Samaj.
Do not waste your time. Type in the letters SEMAJZ on any social media.
Fine, we fucking won't.
But you're gonna have to hit the like and subscribe anyway.
And I'm Schmeckle. This was a cunt stream. We had a lot of fucking people here this time. Come next time as well, and maybe the time after that. And if that hasn't ruined it for you, you know you'll be hooked. Have a good one, cunts. Now fuck off.